Hello. Thank you for the raid, Ross.
Hello.
Thank you for the second week in a row. Bringing your party of 9 over. How are you? How did your... Was it D&D? What were you up to? Were you getting up to trouble or were you just having a bit of fun? I won't tell. D&D. What sort of D&D were you doing? Were you doing maps again? Also, for everyone who's looking, we should all look a little bit sharper because I'm doing correct input sources now. And for those that have the option.
I'll just see myself out, really.
Yeah.
Not to name names.
Controversially, it's actually me because I've only got one option.
But no, thanks so much for the raid. Man making again. I hope it went well. We're on episode 90. Can you believe it?
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing again? How do you D&D?
I think D&D.
We're having a fun city crawl adventure.
Let me check my notes. Rocks fall. They die. They drown.
End of campaign.
They drown. 90 sessions and
that's
there is
not-
no resolution to the story. We never know what happens. They just all drown.
Wait, Des, I never got my script for this week. Could you just send that to me in Google Drive?
Oh,
real
yeah,
quick so
I'll
that I
send you
know?
the link. I'll send you the link right now.
Okay.
Des, after that little reveal...
Wait, you guys get
did
scripts?
Did you get my paper? Did you get my paper, Des?
I did get
Just
your
curious.
paper. I'll send you.
Okay, good.
How does us all drowning work with Gift of the Depths? With the whole like being able to breathe water thing? Is it
Des
not
never
water
specified that we
we're
drown in
drowning in? Is
water.
it something else?
We're
Does it
drowning
only
in
apply
molasses.
to water-based like H2O based liquids? Like if it's not water, can you still breathe?
It says breathe in water, not breathe in fluids. Doesn't say
It's true,
breathe.
it does.
I
Well,
hate
there
how
goes
you
my
said
weekend
fluids.
Sorry.
Oh
I
god,
didn't
we
mean
are
to ruin them like
unhinged. I
that, my
love
bad.
it.
No, that's okay.
Oh yeah. No,
but
Dad's
Mother
not
Pleasant, thank you
here.
for the
He's
follow.
not here to
Yeah,
here
that's
to
what I
talk
was
to
going
us
Nate's
today.
not here to stop us.
True.
Exactly.
That's the way we will be hooligans.
Hey.
Also, I don't know why, but the name Sock Fiddler in chat just gave me a few
Sock
giggles there for a
Fiddler.
second, and I love it.
Oh, shit,
Thank
you
you.
found
I'm
my
sorry.
I hate
Did you
it.
say
I hate
sock
it so
fiddler?
much. Yeah.
Sock
Are you
fiddler.
fiddling
Sock fiddler.
with socks, or do you have a fiddle and do you have like a violin
They play the
fiddle, or are you
fiddle while
fiddling
wearing
like
socks.
Like
please?
toes.
I want to make a
Big
joke that
riffles,
I
man.
can't say on
I
stream.
also want to make
Yeah, I
a
know.
joke.
I'm like,
I am holding myself back.
Me and Desiree here holding on to the brain cell together.
TOS. TOS.
it's just like a flashing thing. But yeah, session 90. Wow, I can't believe we've made it here with this
Wow.
group.
Bring joy with dumb names. True.
Oh, it's actually wholesome too. Oh no.
That is
Aw.
I
so wholesome.
apologize.
Oh.
Normally I told you friends my son wasn't able to get his socks on when he was little, and yeah, that's tough. I apologize
That
for the
is
joke
so
I didn't
cute.
tell.
That's so
And
cute. That's such a wholesome
if this is your first
story.
introduction to Jen, she's a bit of a degenerate.
Me? A degenerate? I
We
don't know what
all
you're
are.
talking about.
It's
I'm
wild.
perfectly wholesome and sweet.
It's in the
Um,
name, degenerate.
Yeah, you can't spell degenerate without Jen.
Hi.
It's Jennifer. Thank you very much. You don't know
Yeah.
her like that.
I just want to
Whatever.
remind everybody it's 7 a.m. for me.
Honestly, I'm salty and smutty. It's not a problem. Oh, Jen is as well. That's fine. Okay. Good match.
Would you like to be friends?
I mean, that's like the 2 requirements that were like, snip the piece of paper across the table, tick the
Salty,
boxes.
smutty. Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
think you even knew the second part about me, and that just kind of came through.
Yeah, look,
Yeah,
I'm just kind of like a runaway home for degenerate gamers. This table is.
Look,
To be
Des,
fair,
you are
you
one.
put out
You
an
are one.
application for me. I just want to point that out. You accepted me.
You
scammed
applied.
your way through the application process.
Wait, you
I don't know what
applied.
you're talking about.
This
I
is
was
on you.
very genuine and honest about everything that I
You
put in
were.
there.
Yeah, see, Vidi, Jen came here through application. You came here through nepotism. You were hired because you knew someone.
That's fair. That is
I
fair.
did scam. To be fair, Vinny did actually get scammed, and I'm not
Oh no,
sorry.
Vidi 100% got scammed.
Yeah.
Yeah, for playing this table. How's that
100%.
4
I
session
was
guest
supposed to
spot?
be on for a three session arc as a guest player.
I didn't
many
times
accidentally
has
it been
flip
dead?
you the
like
the next
I-
campaign
15,
story
16.
I
plot
just love-
thing to give you
Yeah.
get you interested in it. No, it wasn't an.
I just love the D&D brief where that was revealed to Viddy for the first time. That was actually accidental. And
The
looking
betrayal.
at
Looked like you were
Shreya-
gonna kill us. It was
It
great.
was accidental. They leaked the script for the next campaign, and I got
I literally
hooked.
asked Des if I could do it to make sure it was okay.
Yeah.
They got me.
Then I reached
This
out
is
to
how
Viddy and I was
people
like,
get
while you
now.
have it, I'd be really curious on your opinion on it. And it's just like, me and Jen high five. Mission accomplished.
You asked a
It was saying that-
D&D player what they thought about a D&D thing. This is like...
True.
Boy, howdy, y'all are
context
difficult
as
to
to
scam.
the-
but-
To be fair,
The
it is an
depths of
honor
the
to be at
scam?
this table. I still have a lot of fun. This is not because I signed a contract where I had to say these things.
Big country.
Big country. Okay,
I'm-
Big Country's mama
You
ain't
can't
home right
end
now.
it there. No, you can't end it there. You have to say the rest of the full word.
What?
Yeah, you ain't a dwarf today.
You did not say the re part of big country.
I did. My microphone just didn't pick it up. Okay.
It didn't.
Yeah.
Big Country, his mama
Twice.
ain't home right now. So he's just keeps standing
You
on
look
two
so
legs
grumpy.
and putting his legs, like his two front paws, claws out on my leg to try and just like go, hello, how are you?
He wants to
He's
play D&D.
Hello, father.
Puppies.
like, father, I
puppies.
require sustenance.
Des, I've received a new script. Can I get a revision, please?
Look, I'll ask the writers. I can't promise anything.
Oh, okay.
I'll peer review.
Can I get a
But-
different
so,
peer
um,
reviewer?
What the fuck?
What happened last week?
Okay, it's gone through peer review. It's been approved.
Oh, damn.
I wasn't the peer
All right,
that
Russ.
reviewed it.
Thank you so much for dropping by and bringing your people
Thank
over
you.
here.
Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. Ow. Stop it.
Ew.
No, he's
Ew.
on.
See you, Russ.
He just keeps putting his like claws up because he's like trying to stand tall. Because here's the thing, he wants to be a lap cat, but if I lift him onto my lap, it doesn't count, and he wants to get down. But he doesn't want to jump because he's got bad knees.
Get him a box. Get him a step
He's
stool.
got that arthritis.
Look after him.
He's got bad knees because he's too fat. He needs help.
He's
Oh,
thick.
look after the little chunker. You know.
Look, I'm trying to just give him a scritch while we talk. But who did I make do last week? Jen, I made you do the recap last week. So, okay, Viddy, you look like you look one trying the hardest not to make eye contact with the camera. So
I'm
can
making
you-
the event in the Discord. I'm doing my job.
You know what? You get a presidential pardon. AJ, what happened last week? AJ?
All right. Here we go.
Including NPC
I haven't
names,
done one of
please.
those in quite a while. NPC names as well, not a problem. I can actually do that. Last week we eventually made it to Thiel, the island with a volcano set up by the Firewalker when they came across from the other side of the planet. It's a long story, but an old god basically found an island and went, yeah, let's put down roots. We stepped out into the outskirts of town, which was very much wooden ships made into homes, literally plucked from the ocean and built into the land. It was very cool. Walking out in the middle of a festival, or the setup of a festival. Unfortunately, I can't remember what... Oh, the Tides Revelry?
Title revelry.
Is that correct?
Very close, very close.
Festival
Tidal
Tidal
Revelry.
Revelry. Festival
Um,
Tidal Revelry.
Just a celebration for the sake of celebration, really. And, yeah, we met a very hot baker by the name of Viridian Locke. She works at the Shrine's Sustenance, where we got some lovely baked goods, including some seaweed crackers that helped with seasickness that I believe Zeph tried and regretted instantly because Zeph wasn't feeling seasick at the time. We then... I think it was we went to the temple before we got clothes because we wanted to look vaguely official. And we went to the the Temple of the Firewalker, which, after we asked the guards for entrance into a free public place, we met the High Tide Master Erica Stormwalker, who was a changeling and is the High Priest, I suppose, or one of the highest priests in Thiel, who said that they were going to put out the word to collect the members of the Synod, which is the Seafarers Synod, which is a group of, like a council, basically, a government council, to discuss us wanting to speak to the Firewalker. After that, we then went to the... we went to Dwarven Crafts next, or did we go to the tailor next?
We went to the tailor.
I think, yeah, it was the
To
tailor.
the Storm's Eye.
Thank you. Where I'm just trying to... Unfortunately, the one NPC that I need to know right now
Which one?
isn't in our NPC chat.
Which one?
The Satyr.
Oh, Zephyra Windsong.
Yeah, that one.
The one that sounds
And
very
so we
similar
got some-
to Zephyros. I did note that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they both go by Zeph, canonically.
Yeah, we did not have to do that interaction.
I was
Maybe
hoping
in
you
the
guys
future.
would. I was ready.
But we got some awesome outfits, very piratey, sailory sort of theme. And then she offered a discount to the party if Merc spent the night with her.
That's
we'll
not what
say.
she offered.
It's not what she offered,
Yeah,
but
put it in her terms. Put it in her terms, AJ.
it was something like she will knock off 20 gold if she can lick her dinner off Merc's abs.
It was supper, but yeah, I'll
which-
accept that.
Yeah, and apparently supper is exclusively maple syrup in this part of the world, so you know.
Technically, supper is actually lunch, not dinner.
Okay, that's cool.
Lunch is a concept
What-
got introduced much later in life.
That's fun.
Lunch is a term
Um,
that came into popularity with the school system. Supper was
Hello?
like your midday meal.
Des, hello?
Des,
Des.
you're not muted. Oh,
Des,
now
you're not muted. There we
maybe,
go.
Maybe.
What happened after that? I think that's pretty much where we left it, other than going back to the bakers
do
to pick up
Dwarven
our
crafts?
guide.
You're missing
the
best
like the
NPC,
main event.
The best NPC.
Everyone
of the
got
entire
tattoos.
session.
Juric,
Oh, no, but-
Juric
True,
Ironheart.
true.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
met a
um,
dwarf, which don't exist in this side of the world.
Yeah.
We met an
It was weird.
extra-dimensional planar entity, and you forgot about him?
Extra dimensional.
I didn't
dwarf.
forget. I just got the order wrong
Extra
because
dimensional
we
dwarves.
technically picked up. I'm pretty sure we technically picked up the guide before we went to the tailors.
Yes, that's
I
how we
think.
knew where the tailors was.
Yeah. But yeah, we met Juric Ironheart, who is a very crass dwarf. Who I'm not. Merc and I both aren't sure if he loves his brother or he hates his brother, but there is a
Oh, he loves his
relationship
brother. What are you
there.
talking about?
There was some words that I'm not going to repeat because I am not a dwarf, and canonically cannot say them. But yeah, Zeph and Donnie both got some fucking awesome tattoos. Or Zeph got like dyed feathers and stuff, but
Zamani's
tattoo
is mid.
effect.
Apparently.
I apologize. It is late.
How dare you not remember each detail and facet of the campaign that happened a week
Mhm,
ago?
mhm.
I think I'm doing pretty good. Not gonna lie. And of course, the wonderful, amazing, miraculous Zamani got a tattoo as well. And we pestered the fuck out of the dwarf with questions, including, I'm pretty sure one of us said, "Don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you?"
That
Which
was
was just
Donovan. That was
wild.
100% Donovan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a
He's
very
not here to
good-
defend
It's an
himself if it
apt
wasn't.
question.
Yeah. If
No,
anything
it was
bad happened
Donovan.
last week,
It's
It's
a
a Donny.
Donny. It's very Donny coded, but it's also very Merc coded. To be fair, in a very
is.
different way.
Yeah.
It is. It is. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's close to where
You're
we left
still
it.
missing. Yeah. You're still missing the best NPC that we were introduced to last week. The single best NPC.
The Tumblr fanfiction bookstore owner.
The Tumblr
Oh,
fanfic
yeah, sorry.
bookstore owner.
Sorry,
That's
I
needed
didn't
in 3
want to
days.
give.
She doesn't want to leave the house.
This is.
I didn't want to give
canonical. This did happen last week. We
Raph
did
a chance to
Tumblr
talk
right
about
in the
books again.
campaign.
It's real. Tumblr is
Even
real.
at
It's
no.
canon.
Tumblr, right? Yeah.
I don't know how the internet exists, but it does.
It's not just the
It
name
doesn't,
of the
it's just
bookstore,
letters.
Middleton. It's just.
All right, so yes, we did meet.
fanfictions.
We met Thalassa Wavecaller, I believe is the pronunciation, from the Sea Scribes Emporium. My notes say that she was simultaneously organized and messy.
Yeah.
And to start off with, very reserved personality, but then we found out she was very, very horny for Orion Wayfinder,
And
who
just
is the
kind of
Navigator General of
Yeah.
the Voyages. Yeah, well, true, yeah. Very
You know
horny.
that book that Cal has that like he can send like messages to like other people?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Imagine that, but like for like hundreds of users across Quintos.
That's how forums
That's
exist.
Tumblr. That's Tumblr.
It's just warlocks who
God.
are degenerates.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're using high
So
magic for
exclusively-
shit posting and memes.
Don't do it.
You know the
Do it.
cloaks,
I'm
the message
already-
cloaks.
Mm-hmm.
There's a similar concept that exists in my other D&D game, where it's like an organization. They all have notebooks that allow them to send
Expect a
messages back and
DMCA
forth.
strike. Cringing on my
Because-
copyright.
Because they're notebooks, it's like it actually like goes like a forum post type thing, and I just think it's really funny to have like a
Often
bunch
love
of like
that.
interconnected spell books
That's
like
hilarious. That's
Can you
so
ban
funny.
users?
that. No, you have to take away their book.
Oh, so you have to kill them. Okay, understood.
Got it. Yeah.
You get banned online, you get banned IRL.
You get banned from Reddit. You get banned in real life.
I was gonna say how long before the patrons of our
AJ, the important question. For a chance to level up to level
Please,
19,
AG, please get this.
only AJ. What is the name of the Smut series books that Callicinder purchased?
Oh, that's
It
an
was-
even better question.
the series, or can I just get
The
one of
series.
the books?
The series.
The series.
I'm pretty sure you
It
talked
was
about
something to
writing
do
it
with-
down last week.
I think I know.
The absolute bait of asking you guys 4 weeks
It
in a row
was
for the date.
something to do. It was something to do with Into the Abyss or Entering the Abyss or something.
It's pretty close.
Whispers from the Abyss
The name of the
is
series
going to be my final answer.
is known as Whispers of the Deep. It's the name of the series.
Fuck.
The Abyss
We're
book
never
is the
hitting
level
first
19
in the
yet.
series. You were very close.
Oh.
Did we get
Yeah,
half a
you guys
level
heard
up?
of experience points leveling or milestone leveling? No, this is gaslight
Milestone.
leveling.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
gaslight level. No, this is trivia leveling,
Yeah.
No, this is gaslighting.
but like
level.
trivia hard leveling.
It
For
feels like-
context, Des has been asking us the date for the last like 3 sessions and just debated the fuck out of me, and I hate it.
Do you have the day written down?
Of course I did. It's the 26th of Imelda.
That makes it even better that I didn't ask it this week.
So guess
Oh,
what
that
next
hurts a
week's
little bit.
question is gonna be?
Oh, it's
Well,
gonna
this
be
was
Remember
some
some
that day off last
fucking...
week.
It'll be some off-riff question. Be like, what was the name of Kelsier's owlbear in session 11?
You had an owl bear?
An
Kelsiers.
NPC did.
Oh my god.
Very old.
You know,
half-blood
Kelsey-
elf.
It was blind. Yeah, it was a blind owlbear.
But yes, as we open up in the festival title Revelry, as I continue to be a shithead towards the party, what do you all wish to do? It's getting. I believe we ended off and it was late in the evening, not quite sundown, or no, just as you left the store. So there's still a bit of the evening time to partake in, if you so wish to do anything. I believe in the morning you do have a meeting with the synod, so choose
I've
your
got a
evening
date
wisely
tonight, so-
or unwisely and see how you fare in the morning.
We had our shopping arc. Now it's the party, drinking, dancing arc.
Hmm.
I was promised party, dancing, drinking.
You are. Zamani demands what she is owed.
It's hers by birthright.
It's true.
All right, let's find a drink.
We were gonna
Is-
go to
is,
the fancy bar with the job post board.
Yeah. Yeah, is Viridia still with us?
Yeah, Verdia is still with you.
Yeah, she's still with us? Okay, cool. All right, can you show us the way to the, what's the name of it again?
So the one you're not staying in is going to
Yes,
be
the fancy
the
one.
Satyr's Serenade.
Satyr's Serenade. Could you show us the way to the Satyr's Serenade, Viridia?
Sure.
I'm sure we can
Crowded
buy you a
over
few
there.
drinks once we get there.
She starts going through alleyways again, trying to lead you back to the Tide's End Tavern District, and bring you throughout the city. It's loud, it's merry, it's a festival, and you're getting to the more passing through the rougher parts of town where things are a bit loud and bush. But you come to like this kind of more walled off, kind of gated part of the Tavern District where there's larger buildings, larger establishments, more more upscale, and there's this beautiful maybe what looks like it once was a lighthouse that has been like moved to like the center of this district, surrounded by smaller little like I suppose best terms like gazebos that are all around it, that have like bottle service around it, and there's just these large pool waterways that have flooded the courtyard with little walkways between them.
Oh, so this place is like bougie.
Yeah.
So we stayed at the wrong hotel. Got it.
You paid what, 3-4 gold for 3 bunk beds, or 10 gold?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
For bunk beds.
For 10 days.
We were scammed.
3.
We were
We
scammed.
were scammed.
I don't see what's so wrong with it. We still get bunk beds.
Wait, who's top bunk in those beds?
Yeah,
We've
I'm
got,
really
like-
sure. I thought that was
I'm
We
that.
curious.
hadn't determined it
Who's-
yet.
True, you haven't
I'm
slept.
curious.
Is Donnie is still with us, right?
Donnie is still with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wasn't sure how we were gonna address stuff since
Donnie
he's holding the
will
bag.
later in the evening make his way out for his own merriment.
Okay,
Oh no.
I'll get my bag.
I feel like the bulky ones in the party, like the buff ones and, the cumbersome ones will be towards the ground, probably, because I don't know whether Merc could climb up the bunk bed effectively with hooves.
Be kind of fun to watch though.
Yeah, true.
She does have heels
Especially
now,
after
so she
drinking.
could do both.
She does have
True.
heels.
She could just fly up as well. She has wings now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Imagine that though, flying in
has
your
the
room
means.
to the top of a bunk bed. Weird.
If you look at Merc's dexterity, she hits her head a lot. But as you go through, there is you see there's a couple of the waiters are on the various walkways between the water, and then there's one kind of like elven phenomenon is the only way you could describe them, as they're in this like beautiful like toga style attire, and you see they're treading water gracefully atop of it, taking orders as they have a lyre in their hands as they're going around atop the water playing to various tables and collecting tips.
They're using water walking magic.
Yes.
Okay. Well, treading water is also
Very
like
cool.
the term for like swimming, and so I just wanted to make sure.
No, just treading the top of it, as if like gliding, like skating atop the water.
So this is the tipsy trident, sorry?
No, this is the Siren
No.
Serenade. Sorry, the Satyr Serenade.
Satyr Serenade. Alright, cool. All good.
Well,
Pulling up the shopping list.
But as you see,
it is way
Viridian,
more
she's kind of
bougie
like
than I was expecting.
she's like checking her coin purse, and she's like looking around.
This is
Uneasy,
much more
or-
bougie than I was expecting.
Is everything okay, Viridian?
Yes, it's just going to be expensive.
Yeah, I'm kind of fine with going back to the cheap area because I didn't realize how bougie this place was. I just heard there was a job board and a party.
I mean, there's a job board
mean,
inside, and there's parties.
Stay here for a few drinks, then. I mean, we've made all this way. And besides, we did just sell what? How much was that diamond?
3,039, I think is what you got for it.
We already split up the money. I don't want.
Yeah, you
But
have
as-
also
I
been
mean-
showing us. You have also been showing us around the city. It is only correct that we also treat you to a drink.
Oh, she just
Precisely.
taps her coin purse. That's perfectly fine then. As you see, she kind of waves a finger as if she knows the elf, and you see as they kind of like backwards figure skating make their way over to you playing the lyre, kind of like a small skid at the top with just this little bit of water spray up at the bottom. Gives a little bow. Hello.
Hello.
Are we looking for a table, a gazebo? Are we looking for our own private quarters, a place to stay, or are you looking for a seat inside?
Any
Suppose a
preferences?
gazebo
I
would be
think.
fine.
Table's
A little bit of lounging
Let's
while
go
we,
the
while we discuss our job opportunities.
Sure.
Perfect.
Follow the walkways round to the back of the old lighthouse. As you kind of take the full gauge in, this elven person has emerald green eyes, chestnut brown hair that's kind of tied up in a bit of a messy bun, and just quite fetching up close. There's like highlighter that kind of guides the eyes to specific parts of the body, and it's intentional.
Glad
It's
to see
very
Jen
intentional.
approves.
Yes, it is, Des.
Des
But-
has delivered on the product once again.
As they
Mhm.
kind of take
I'm
off
glad
the
the
Bellissimo.
PayPal went through.
you see there's various walkways, and as you get around the back of the lighthouse, it's a little bit more of a common area. It's still got smaller waterways, but the pools become far much more modest, and there's like larger communal tables and then individual small ones that from this angle it kind of goes up at an elevation towards the back, and it sits just high enough above some of the houses that you can see out towards the water.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
All right. I suppose. Does it look
This is a
like it's
beautiful
just
location.
a find your own?
This area is
Mhm.
like you don't have to pay for a table. It's if you want one of the gazebos, you got to pay for a gazebo.
Yeah, figured.
Mhm.
Makes sense. So the
Cool.
fancy areas.
Mhm.
That's where you make
Well-
connections.
I think I see a table over there.
Oh no, we are going up to the gazebo.
Oh,
Zeph, you're going to a gazebo? Which gazebo do you want to go to? There's maybe like 4 flanking each side as you walk forward.
The differences?
Some of them
gazebos.
are like larger, some of them would sit like 4, some would sit like 8, some of them would sit 12, and then there's like one that has like raised pedestals and the water pool around it has actual fountains. And you see there is quite the lavish, could be human, could be half elf. The ears, if they are pointed, is very, very muted. They've got this beautiful lion crest shirt that just goes down in this long flowing gown. It's kind of buttoned open, so it kind of looks funny, but you assume it looks beautiful when the doublet is kind of buttoned up.
I suppose we don't need anything too super fancy. We could just go for the. How many of us are there?
There's 6
Six.
of us.
6.
6.
They always do this. They only have 4. They only have 8.
I mean, do you
As-
want a gazebo?
1 second.
Go ahead.
You all look quite distinctive.
obvious.
Yeah. So you see that
Sterile,
there's
2 tieflings and a bird walking your bar.
a quieter gentleman in like simple silks kind of comes up to you and goes, "Welcome to the Sato Serenade. You've been invited to the owner's gazebo if you'd like.
Ooh.
Oh,
You've caught his
Is
attention.
that the?
That's the one
We
with the big
tend to do
lion on
that.
his crest.
Well,
Mhm.
I think we would be honored to take the owner up on their offer. I think so.
Of course.
thank you.
Make your way
Looking
inside
around.
and wash up, and then get the travel of the road off you and make your way. Rooms can be
What are
provided
the
for.
vibes of that gentleman, or the elf-ish looking person?
Relax, not even paying you attention.
Is
Fair.
it not paying attention, or like can I see what I can gauge from? Cool.
Could you say that again?
We've
I said, yeah, you can make a check for me, Merc.
Cool. Shoop. Ooh, that's a natural 18. Plus
Nice.
11 for insight is 29.
They've definitely clocked you, but they're not really.
Trying to pass it off.
Yeah, they've clocked you. They've obviously they've had to invite you, But
Mhm.
so far it's not too like aggressive.
It's not too overt.
Yeah, it's more just like you caught their eye, they've clocked you, and you've piqued their curiosity. And if you look like an odd bunch, and as you've been told, it's the owner of this establishment.
Fair.
Yeah.
And as the
Alright.
kind of the human that's kind of approached you in the simple sucks, if you wish to make yourself clean and presentable, just go into the barmaid inside. She's a very nice woman by the name of Lyra. She runs the day-to-day business. But just say you're here to request Mr. Lysandros' room for a bit to clean up.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much.
So I'm gonna clock. I can't remember her name right off the top of my head. Our guide. and be
Viridian?
like, is this normal?
Viridian. Mhm.
Is this normal?
Yes.
Not really. I've not
Great.
seen Theobald invite anyone here before. This is a pleasure.
Raph, why are you having a
Sounds
moment?
like a reference. Because this is Raf's poker face.
No, this is. It's all good. It's
Can
all
you
good.
Is the
Explain.
name
It's all good.
Theobald Lysandros something that is significant to you?
Yes.
It
Yes.
vaguely rings
Is
a
it,
bell to
is it
me.
Yes.
significant because you have secret information, or is it from like an old campaign or something?
Old
Lysandros
campaign.
is familiar.
Sandra
Yeah, it
should
should
be
be.
familiar.
It should be very familiar to you, AJ. It should
Ooh,
be
we've
very
got a
familiar.
cameo.
Can we
But let's
explain for the
proceed.
newbies in the
No,
party?
because
I
I feel
don't
like-
know for
like-
sure.
No,
I
you
feel
can't
like that would be
explain
spoiling.
because
I feel
it's
like that'd be
it could be
spoiling.
relevant.
We don't know.
Great. Okay, good to know.
It's just a worried face from Raf. It was a name of a family that both AJ and Raf in a separate campaign have interacted with. Is all I will say.
Ah,
Cool. Yep.
okay.
That's the vibes. All right. Awesome. Perfect.
Oh.
Well, that's
I guess an honor is
on
an
in.
honor, regardless of the city you're in. And we'll go and start heading inside.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you get brought upstairs to the top part of the lighthouse. It's this like beautiful penthouse. You kind of guided up. Wash basins are sorted for you, and it's honestly it's very very nice. It's like probably nicer than most of the places you stayed in outside of like the world below.
Mm.
So I like watch
Okay,
him, goes
okay.
over to looks at Cal, goes, "We picked the wrong hotel."
We definitely did. If it's not too late, maybe, perhaps.
I mean, we'll be out
Yeah.
our money, but I'm fine with switching if you want to.
Well, we'll see what was it, Mr. Lysandros has to say for us. Very
Well,
nice.
that's not the
there,
name
but-
of the owner. I keep like trying to change her name for some fucking reason.
Viridian.
this
Lyra?
morning.
Oh,
Viridian.
Viridian.
Well, Viridia, you said a different name.
So technically, Lyra owns the building. But the business is owned by Mr. Lysandros. He owns many businesses within Theo. He's quite the wealthy aristocrat.
So who's it that we're meeting with then?
Well, Mr. Lysandros downstairs is
So-
who's invited us. Now, I think like Lyra runs the bar. She owns. Let me just actually want to make sure. Yeah, so Lyra, she's a talented bard. She's the one who opened this place, but the lighthouse, the property itself, is owned by Theobald Lysandros. He owns I think he owns my little stall as well.
Oh, Theobald. Sorry,
Right.
I didn't realize that Theobald Lysandros was the same person. Earlier you said Theobald, so I thought it was like a
Yes,
separate
Theobald
individual. so-
Lysandros.
Okay. Thank you.
He's yes, he's
You seem a bit nervous. Should we be?
not nervous. He's quite high up in the merchants guilds and such. And I said I'm pretty sure he owns the little bakery window. I think I pay my rent to him.
I mean, could be a good opportunity then, I guess.
A little nervous. I don't quite dine with the high rollers. But no, he's
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. You'll be
he's a
fine.
good repute, I've heard. So anyway, shall we?
Yes.
I guess so.
Let's.
But, like, I'll finish. Zamani's definitely gonna like. Our outfit's fine. My other outfit can change if it needs to.
Fancy beach attire, I suppose.
Okay. Zamani will change out of like the clothes that they just bought into her armor, and then like change it into like she's just gonna kind of like change it a few times until like she gets Valencia's approval. Not Valencia. Oh my god, I hate myself. Sorry.
That's
Hawaiian
I'm
shirt
having a
and
morning.
khaki shorts.
So, as you all start making your way down, you can see that there's maybe like 3 other people in Theobald's kind of gazebo that he's talking to in idle conversation. As you get closer, you can see he's got like dark brunette hair, kind of could probably be about chest length, but it's tied back into like this high ponytail. A lot of his like hair is just like very tightly pulled back. The ears have the slightest point to them, again hinting at maybe some form of elven, or it could be changeling, it could be many different things. His eyes are sharp orange that is distinctive. He stands maybe 5'9", gentle smile, very like a very purposefully kept stubble. That it's not too long, not too short. It's exact, and that's one thing you notice about his clothes. Everything is exact.
Is he like Hunger Games from the Capitol, kind of like curated?
Not quite the bright colors in the hair stuff, but yeah, that's sort of well put together, very much so.
Very
Cares,
manicured.
Very manicured.
Yes, very manicured. Painted nails, the lot.
Got it. Okay,
As you get close, he definitely is wearing a light bit of makeup.
that's fair.
Welcome.
Oh,
Please take a seat.
Thank you for
my
the
guest.
invite.
No,
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
That is most gracious.
It's not every day that the fabled Prince of the Starless makes his way to Thiel and his traveling companion, the Kingfishers. I thought best to see all of you to the best gazebo that the Serenade has to offer. Let me introduce myself as he stands up and kind of buttons himself. And you see this beautiful golden lion. That's like the big chest piece on the shirt. He gives a deep bow. Theobald Lysandros.
lovely to
Theobald
meet you.
Lysandros, it is a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. I know most of your names from the brass lungs and the likes of your deeds. You were very well reputed over in Ojikir and the summit that took place there. I have heard many great things of you. And I suppose by, well, newest edition, that makes you Zephyros from the Humming Cloaks. I would recognize the cloak, of course.
I'm not wearing the cloak.
But if you're not wearing the cloak, he'll still say, because you probably would have been wearing it when you got to there. Because you didn't leave
No,
anything in the hotel.
I have the
The
manta
new-
ray
the new
thing that
cloak.
you just got me.
True,
It's true.
true. I'm going to say he still said it then, because he has eyes throughout the city from when you first got here.
That's fair.
And that makes you Castiel and you Zamani and you Donovan. All very fitting the descriptions of what I've heard of you all. What would you like to drink? I know you're a fan of wine, so says the reports, but is there anything you'd particularly like?
I'll leave it up to you. Oh wait, actually, there's something specific to this area, isn't there?
There's many specifics to Thiel. If you mean
I've-
specifically the...
I, the player, have
Serenade.
forgotten the name of the wine that
The
we were
fairy
told
wine.
last. The fairy wine.
Fair.
Thank you. I've heard that this place specializes in fairy wine.
Yes, it's brought in from the Fey courts of Etrisi, and it's a pricey import, but worth every...
Fairy wine.
It's worth every penny. Every little copper, silver, even piece of tin, you'd give your life to try it. My treat. As he calls, he doesn't even call, he just does a gesture with his hand, and you see one of the waiters comes over, and he takes out maybe like a stack of like 3 platinum pieces, and for each 3 platinum he puts down, he says, "I'll have a glass of fairy wine." So it's 30 gold a glass. 30 gold.
Got it.
What are the what's the feeling of the wait staff here? Is there
a lot of respect
any
and-
undercurrents of apprehension, or is
No.
it just respect?
Because you see, after he puts the money down for all the glass of fairy wine, he puts down an extra, maybe like 2 gold pieces, and he just gives that to the waiter.
Okay.
I didn't realize I was asking for the top shelf. I apologize.
It's all right. I'm sure we can stock in more if we need it. I have connections. If you need anything in Theo, it probably has gone through Lysandro's hands or gone through myself directly.
That's fair. You do seem to be quite well informed and connected.
I come from a place of privilege, and I think I'd make my most of it.
And if you have it, might as well. Better than to squander it.
Exactly. So, what brings you all to Theo? I've heard, pray tell of you so much, but never thought you'd end up in our little slice of the world.
Well,
You go ahead.
say well, Theo is the most small, yes, but entirely interesting unto itself. A very unique part of the world. It would make sense that it would come here eventually. Reputation of your city, it travels far.
It is beautiful, especially the inner districts. I'd be more than welcome to invite you to my manor. I live quite close to the centre of the Tempest's embrace. An ancestral home, you see.
Wonderful, man. Thank you for that offer.
It's a slice of the old world. Remiss to say I never saw it myself, but my parents talked highly of what their parents talked of, and then, well, their parents. Well, you date back far enough. Everyone's important.
That's fair. I still find it insane to even imagine that the entire, basically, city just picked up and moved across the entire planet.
Yes, it was quite the little slice of the divine, I suppose. The Farwalker's capable of many a great magic. He brought many a very loyal follower over. Myself, well, not myself, but my family to be counted among those lucky enough. Let's be honest, there's an element of luck. Fleeing a war of the gods.
Of course.
I can't imagine.
The history is grim. It did get quite violent, but let's not dwell on the morbid factor.
No, you seem to have done very well for yourself over here.
Well, my family have always been somewhat merchants, showing an expertise in all matters of trade and shipping. So, well, it was important, and I'm just happy there's civilization on this side of the world. It would have been quite grim if we'd landed in the middle of a forest with no one to keep us company.
That's true. How far back timeline-wise, like this was like before like the war with the Jotun?
No,
right?
so the Farwalker came over just after the war with the Jotun.
Just after the war.
Yeah.
I think I'll get you the exact date. So War of the Jotuns, obviously the calendar started when the war broke out. That's when humanity decided to basically make a new calendar. So the 300-year war famously lasted from the year 1 to 300, and then for reference, after that, the Farwalker would have arrived in the year 350 New Dawn, and it is 541 New Dawn now. So about 90,
so almost 200 years.
almost 200 years, about 190.
Yeah. Wild. Okay, so sorry, I'm just trying to like place like things on like the timeline for like how long stuff would have been for like things.
For all you guys' reference, for players that have, well, for the players, there's the timeline in the World Anvil that is very helpful for.
Yes, thank you.
Yep.
That'll be a good.
It would definitely be very, very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the city was probably, it kind of coming here was probably quite helpful for the area, considering that the world was still recovering over here after everything that happened.
Yes, I think we were, well, obviously you can see by the outer districts, not exactly all of the city was pulled through, but
That's true.
Of course.
no, it was a strong bones made the way, and well, I like the little island. It is pleasant.
It's
Have
very
you
nice
had-
here.
Sorry.
Yeah, by all means. I could talk
I was going to
forever.
ask, have you had much of a chance to see outside of Theo?
I have. I've taken a few different ship rides. Well, thankfully, we did come over with a great sum of wealth and stuff to trade. So I've frequented Arvigrad a few times. Then Rindleton a great many times. Although I'm remiss to say I haven't quite gone as far east as Ojikir myself, but agents of my family company has.
It's fine.
Well,
Quite
perhaps
the
one
trek
day.
without teleportation.
Teleportation is fine. It's just, I don't know, makes me nauseous.
Yeah.
I'd much rather sail by the sea, see the world as you go across. Stop in the smaller remote places. There's a quaintness to it.
Hey,
Very true.
when everything is smaller, when there's less people, it's got a level of peace that you don't get in larger cities.
As you're all drinking the wine, can you all give me a wisdom saving throw now?
Oh wait, I am not wise.
Everyone has
it because
a
of the
plus
fairy
5
wine?
for being
Yeah.
near me.
Oh, okay.
What sort of effect is it, Des?
It's poison, technically.
Is it a fear? A poison? Okay.
You said +5 because we're close to you, Merc?
Plus 5, yep.
32.
Is always going?
Yeah, it's paladin auras. They're always popped.
Nice.
29.
29, okay.
Dirty 20. Thank you for
20.
the +5.
Hey.
I rolled a
27.
13.
Yeah, you all feel quite the relaxing sensation. Kind of like, feels like you're melting into the world, but nothing so as bad as to have too far of a dosage of the Fey wine. It's quite the feeling, though. It is relaxation on another level.
Yep.
I must say,
So, if it is charm related, no one can be charmed within 30 foot of me if they're an ally.
No, it is not charming you to anything.
Cool.
that's cool.
But
Quite the peculiar drink. It's good. That's
no, it's
strange feeling.
It's a bit of a getting used to. And it puts you right to sleep if you're not used to it too much sometimes. I feel like I just passed out the first time I drank it, but it's nice. The Fey courts, they certainly know their wines.
Of course.
I don't think
You seem to be
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you
I
go,
was just
Samana.
going to make a comment about the wine.
I was going to ask. You seem to be someone that has ear to the ground, knows a lot about the city and the people in it.
Yes,
I was wondering if you could perhaps tell us a bit more about the synod leading the city.
the Seafarer Synod. Great council. Best interest of the Firewalker and Thiel at heart. Bit of a rigorous journey to get through if you need any paperwork filed, but once you know the people in the Synod, it's not too hard to actually get them to do it. It's just getting them all assembled. Thrain is a bit stuffy. He's in charge of the merchant stuff, so I deal with him quite a lot. Not on my ship.
Thrain is the dwarf's brother.
Yeah.
We met his brother earlier. So.
Oh, Durek, a lovely man.
Yes. Very funny.
A distinctly unique sense of humor.
Yes.
Say that.
Not the first time encountering it, although it is the first time encountering a dwarf. Very interesting.
First one, there is only 2 of them. There used to be more. Sickness only affected them. We had maybe, I don't know. We never had a great population of dwarves. Maybe, I think it was close to 200 when we first came over. And,
Sickness.
it tore through their community.
It's terrible.
Didn't affect most others. Hit the changelings a little bit, but they seem to be, by nature, a little bit more adaptable. Which is odd. The
That
dwarves
makes
are
sense.
usually quite hardy.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine anything, impacting a dwarf as
Basically,
stout
the
as
entire
him.
population.
But we were small when we came over, a few thousand. Not a great many. Well, yes, it's It's a sorrow. They are, they're excellent people. Admirable people. But
Incredibly skilled.
the world will be remiss when they are gone for the craft that we will lose. I assure you that.
Well, maybe they'll take up apprentices and pass it on.
Hopefully. I hope so. I've asked Durek a great many times to take on someone I would foot the wage, but they are as stubborn as they are talented. But, yes. He's very good. Thrain is... he's knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable. Storm Speaker Seraphina, she's quite jovial. She's happy. She's got her heads in the clouds by the nature of her job. It's her job to keep eyes on the weather patterns, to make sure that the ships know when to sail and where to sail. And then, well, Captain Orion is a talented man for the voyages. They keep our waters safe, guide some of our boats from piracy whenever it does crop its ugly head. But they do very well. They go westward sometimes to see the edge of the elemental plane of water. And, well, the voyagers are extremely noble in their cause. He's got a strong sense of duty. Then I suppose you got the Trident Warden, Lyra. She's Trident Plaza, it's in the name. She sees to the artifacts of the Firewalker, and she's actually, well, the Trident Warden, believe it or not, would also, she would be in charge of the city guard of the Barneys. So, making sure nothing gets corrupted, whether it's the artifacts or the guard. She does very well in that. So city disputes is her purview. And then, well, there's the High Tide Master, religious leader of our people. I reckon. She's quite a gem.
We met her earlier today. What a lovely person.
She'll be very busy these few days, festival and all, but...
Yeah.
You seek the Synod, though. Why Patel do you seek the Synod?
Well, I mean, I am a prince, as you've quite said yourself. It would only be right that I meet the Synod.
True. It would be, forgive me saying if I overstep, but you're quite difficult to miss when you do arrive to a city.
That is fair. I am, unique appearance.
That's all right.
Currently just looking up like this while talking to Cal. Even though we were all
Zeph
seated.
at like eye level with Calicinda, being like, I don't see what's the problem.
Everyone else just
usually like Zeph is usually like at around like 6 feet because there's just
Yeah.
like a perpetual slouch all the time.
Wait, does he still like super slouch when he sits down like at the table to eat?
Yeah, and like the knees are like really high up and like everything
Oh,
is
no,
like
don't.
just gangly arms and everything.
You've got so what you're saying is that he's a gamer. Got it.
He's definitely got gamer.
We got
blood.
that
And
game
the
of
body
lean.
composition of XQC whenever he's like
Yeah.
like this.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cal is still like a foot taller than everyone, even when we're
Yeah.
sitting down. Got it.
Only because Zeph just slouches. Because Zeph has the most gamer posture.
But, well, there's lots to do in the city. You've picked a phenomenal time to show up, honestly. If there's anything I can do to make your stay more comfortable, I do like to make good friends of people of import.
Oh, fantastic. Anything you would recommend to do in the city over the next few days?
Well, it depends on your pleasures, so to speak.
Many.
There's many. Well, there's in the Lighthouse Quay. There's some in the Chameleon Clothier. It's predominantly illusion-based clothing. Very good for, well, distinctive outfits. Then it depends. There's Tideborn Treasures with Nereus, who's an exceptional trinketeer. Other than that, if you like alchemy, there's the Bilge Wash Brews. There's good potions. Some fun ones. There's a dark rum you can get there called Kraken's Kiss. It would mostly just make you feel stronger, but it's an interesting one. And then, well, for any bodily pleasures you want, you're in the right place already. So if you have needs, just let me know. I can see them fulfilled.
Oh, let's see.
And, well, there's various places on Sailor's Haven. If you've been to Dwarven Crafts, well, that's definitely one for the bucket list. And, well, the Serenade. Beautiful. Then,
Agreed.
honestly, get yourself on a good ship from the last day of the festivals to see all the lanterns go out into the ocean. It's much better watching it from the water.
Oh, thank you. Love to. As a player,
Alright.
you just threw a whole lot of places and names at us.
Yeah.
A couple of them are repeats. We do know about
A
some
couple of
already.
them are repeats
Yeah.
that you've already gone through.
Yep. Nereus has been mentioned, I think, 4 times now.
Mm-hmm.
I need to
Everybody
meet
wants-
this man.
Yeah, we need to go see Nereus. No, we saw Nereus.
Don't think so.
The trinkets thing? Do we not?
No,
do
you
trinkets?
went to
Yeah, I think
the other trinket tier, which would have been the Stormborn's trinkets.
Yeah.
There's
with,
multiple trinket places, just like there are
Talira,
multiple clothes
the
places.
Lira.
Yeah, this is a capital city. There's multiples of things.
True.
Yep.
We did not go to
Tideborn
the
Treasures is
illusion-based
different.
clothing place.
No, you went to more
Yeah.
mundane. Because remember, you've got a guide, but you've got a guide who does not come from aristocratic wealth.
True.
Yeah, true that. Cool.
But if you want any food, where are you staying in town for the next few days?
Well, we didn't exactly know the city, so we got
It's got
rooms at
bunk
the
beds.
Tipsy.
It's very nice.
Yes.
It's something.
The Tipsy Triad. Yeah. That's
Clearly we didn't
thank
do
you
our
for the 100 bits,
research.
Emerald. Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
To be fair, we were encouraged to quickly find a place, and it was closer.
True,
And we
rooms are
didn't know the
running
difference.
out slowly, well, very quickly. Not long before they're all gone. If you want to stay somewhere more fancy, you're more than welcome to stay at my manor. I've got many a guest room, or, well, if you'd like something a bit more, well, not. It depends on what your term of privacy is. I don't stay at my manor very often. There is the penthouse in the Serenade, if you wish it. Top floor of the lighthouse.
I would hate to impose on you.
I mean, I'm not using any currently. It's a festival. I've got many people to stay with throughout this time. Many people to see. Many, many things to do. Deals to be arranged.
Penthouse, penthouse, penthouse.
Then speak up.
Oh, this is
Um,
wild. This is like meeting, I don't know, fucking some big business magnate or whatever. And
We
then
made
just
a
going,
rich
yeah,
friend.
just come stay
Let
at my
us
place.
enjoy it.
yeah.
We have just been
Well, that
introduced
would
to the
be
equivalent
missed.
of like Bradley Cooper, and they have invited us to stay at their house in the Hollywood Hills.
Yeah,
And we are taking
Yeah.
them up on that
Weird.
offer.
Mm-hmm.
and I feel insignificant.
And we're going to be
Well.
enjoying our stay, and then a big party is going to be ushered in through the door at around 2 a.m., even though we have to be up at 5.
Exactly.
It's really up to you. If you want to stay in the Serenade, you're more than welcome to my gazebo if I'm not in it. I'd be remiss to let a prince sleep in the Trident. One of my many businesses,
most
but it's not
gracious.
really the audience intended for you. Well,
Yeah.
you're not the target.
No, we aren't, are we?
How much will you charge for your rooms? I'll get it reimbursed to you.
No, that is not necessary. Please, you've already done so much to us by
By
offering
all
up
means,
the
we can.
penthouse here.
The room can be sold to someone else. I just need to
Yeah.
let them know so it's vacated.
Of course.
If you are comfortable with it, we'd be happy to stay wherever is most convenient for you.
Yeah, as I said, you might see me in my manor for the next few days. I suppose it's up to you what you're more accustomed to. The penthouse is a bit more self-sustaining. You'd need to provide your own foods and buy your stuff, but my manor in the Tempest Embrace district, it's difficult to miss. The Lysandros manor, look for the lions. But there's a full staff, so your meals. I have an excellent chef, Elf from Actually, it might interest you, Prince Calisander. It's an elf originally from Lunaquart. Traces their lineage back to Moon Elves, a snowy district. They have a unique cuisine that can't really be replicated, but we do get a lot of our food imported from Bellerin to try and replicate it.
All
We've
right.
heard
Well,
about
I'd be.
Lunaquart before, haven't we?
Yes.
You've heard it mentioned as like one of
Vaguely,
the,
as
like
a
this was a
place
continent
existed.
in the old world.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I would be more than interested to take up that offer, depending on what my companions, of course. But
Okay, listen,
Trying
we
a
need to
cuisine
circle
from-
get our things back from the room.
Oh, I can
Yeah,
get that
true.
arranged for you. What room were you staying in? I'll have that brought for you. Here, she waves over another hand,
Rooms-
and you see the same
room
person in
68,
simple
I
room,
believe.
simple. This kind of person, simple silks again. This kind of human gentleman, as the Theobald kind of just goes, Goth, if you could just please attend to their belongings. Actually, I don't need Goth for the next few days. By all means, you're welcome to him. He is my go-to. He basically solves every problem I've ever had in my life. So do treat him well. Do treat
Was that
Right,
name
we will.
Garth?
Garth.
yeah.
Cool.
Well, if he's the one that fixes things for you, then be a pleasure to have him on.
Kind of gives you a nod. So what room were you staying in? I will bring you off to the manor.
I believe
And
it
the-
was the third floor, second room down the hall, blah blah blah. Correct details getting spit out to you now, does.
Yeah.
And then he kind of turns to Theobald and you want I be staying with them or not? He goes, well, that doesn't matter to me. Do you? And he turns to kind of Kaz in there and talking to you. Do you want people to see Garth with you, or would you rather him stay out of sight?
I'm curious if they.
Purse did we just get given?
Yeah. Well,
I'm
it's
curious
a fixer.
if they see us.
That's what it is, yeah.
If they see him with us, what type of impression would that give? I'm curious. I'm new to the city and what the reputation maybe.
Garth is like a strong security force.
Right.
So
well,
Pocket Pinkerton.
Garth, so for reference, Garth is this guy's fixer. If you have an issue, he will make it
Oh,
go
yeah.
away.
Oh yeah.
This is like
Okay.
having private security kind of dude with you. You know he's packing heat.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's the guy following you around in a full suit and tie and dark sunglasses, no matter what the weather is.
We have a Pocket Pinkerton.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so okay, Cal, do you want him to be seen with us or do you want him to be invisible? Since you were asked.
since I was asked, perhaps keep out of away from us a little bit.
Perfect.
Not to give anyone
He
the wrong.
pulls up this black silk scarf just over his face and he just disappears. Because you can see him
like-
as he's invisible.
Yeah. Merc, like
Wait.
one eye's just going. Zoom.
He sees Amani like sits
Oh.
up straight for a second. She's like, that is a wonderful hanky to have.
Yes. Terrible if you put it down and it goes invisible. Difficult to blow your nose with, but
It's true. But man, that's
Well,
effective.
thank you. Thank you so much for the hospitality that you're showing us.
it's peak
Think
of
of
the
the
technology.
technology.
We've got the technology. Oh, he's gone.
That was a really good one reading. Good job.
But Marquez, you can see him. He's just Garth is just taking off after he knows where your stuff is, and you can see he's just making a beeline. But you see this dude as soon as he kind of leaves the serenade, he just like starts climbing. He's on rooftops and he's gone.
Oh yeah. Merc is not moving with her head, but just tracking him with the cloak, whilst attempting to just drink and make small talk or whatever.
Does
I
he make
assume
any
that's the
audible
kind of thing that
footsteps?
can be found at the illusion-based clothier.
No, not quite. That's a Garth special.
Unfortunate.
Very special.
No, his
Can I hear Garth's footsteps as he runs away on rooftops and
No.
stuff? Or
He has
No.
no footsteps. He simply glides away.
He has no feet. Huh.
No, Garth's family has worked with my family for quite some time. They've always been a securing force for us.
It's fair.
They come with quite a few many talents.
Evidently.
It's easy to see.
Or not see.
No, he's it's difficult to spot.
Especially with a hanky like that.
So, would you like any food?
Please, his friends away.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Please, thank you.
And perhaps some more drinks that aren't, well, don't need to be quite as dear as this.
I mean, it's not a bother. It's just music.
To be fair, if I drink too much more of this, I think I will pass out like you on your first time.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Don't think I'll want to leave.
Let's just get. We sell this a lot in the Trident. No one really buys it there. Again, he just waves a hand, and he asks for a bottle of Seaside Serenade, and it's this beautiful 25 gold bottle of wine that you see when it gets uncorked. There's like as the cork pops, instead of that typical, this beautiful almost siren song comes out instead.
Is that an enchanted bottle of wine so that it sings when it opens?
Yes, it's the cork, not the bottle though.
I love magic.
Yes, it's from record, it's quite less over here than the old world.
Fair enough.
Is it? I've heard very little about it.
Well, it's commonly known, well, for us anyway, that magic, innately speaking, when we cast something of the like, because he does like a small little illusion, just a flame on the top of his finger, it drains up a magical essence in the world. And then he does another small minor illusion as you see the symbol of the Firewalker comes up in his hand. But the old gods exude an essence that repairs magic. So when you've no old gods in the world, it just starts to be consumed. There's nothing to repair it, and you only had, from history, the dying god for here for quite a while, so it was all being used up. You know, the Firewalker makes his way over, it starts healing a little bit, then the Eye of Ruin makes his way over, it starts healing more. But you've to consider, we had, on the old world, hundreds of old gods. Well, some died, but we had a great many. And magic was prevalent in the most stupid of minuscule ways, really.
Like what?
Well, honestly, pretty much everything was solved with magic, I'm told. Smallest issues, just clicked away with the finger. But mind you, we did have great old beings fighting that could just squash you at a moment's notice, so I don't know if the trade-off was worth it.
True, both sides,
But no, stuff like what got the stuff, the invisibility, the powers, the weapons, the swords made of pure gemstone, a lot of sentient weapons as well.
We've met a few of those.
Hmm.
We met a sword one time.
Not too common, though.
No, but we did meet a sword one time that did not like being a sword and would cry every time that you swung it because it hurt.
That's grimly hilarious.
That's right.
It is.
Yeah, that was
Poor
a
thing.
very strange interaction.
Huh.
Unfortunate interaction.
Either way, it's an interaction. But no, the old world, we had so many. I can only imagine what it's like now. Rubble and ruin.
I'm sure.
I mean, the war would have had to fizzle out eventually, right? Someone has to win. And that person will probably go about rebuilding things.
Have you
Either that or they
ever
just
tried
blow
to?
each other up.
True.
Have you ever tried to reach back across to the other side of the world?
It's not possible. So, I've no one
Have
to
you
contact.
tried?
I sent
That's been a
ships.
few
I'd be a
hundred
liar if I
years.
said I didn't send ships west, but the Voyagers don't like it. And, well, the Trident Warden, well, I suppose it's common enough myth in Theod. Well, you see that Trident, part of it in the plaza, well, it's half of it. And the Firewalker used the entire trident to basically cause such a tempest in the elemental plane of water that seafaring between them is shy near impossible. Well, we haven't had no report of success anyway.
Is the elemental plane of water inhabited?
By
Like other
elementals.
planes are. I wonder if the tempest bothers them as well. Or if they just go about their business.
I assume they're underwater, so they're not ships.
No, but I mean, I assume a current is a current, or other.
I don't think it's so much the current as it is the tempest above it.
I wasn't.
I don't know, it's a lot of
Fair.
myth and legend. I've not actually seen it myself. I'm not stupid enough to sail out there myself. I've
also
sent
know
ships.
very little
I've sent some
about
very
ship sailing.
strong ships. It's not really a smart investment, though. Not too much to return, and well,
Hmm.
I don't know. I
Could
don't
get
have a
there.
longing for home. I never knew it. It was beyond my time. This is my home, for all I'm concerned.
That's fair.
You don't miss what you've never had.
And I have the books in my home that talk of great civilizations and gods.
That's fair.
Dusty old tomes, but as a boy they fascinated me.
Makes sense, yeah. I don't know, it's just very interesting to get. Where I come from, you barely heard that it existed at all. So most of this is very new to me.
You're from Sithasa, correct? The
Around
region,
there.
not the
The
not the
the
city.
region. Not the city. If only.
No, Serok, I believe.
Are they reporting that much?
The public ones, no, but my private information, yes.
That's fair.
I like to be
Yeah.
learned. It's be remiss of me to not know the inner workings of, well, such notable characters.
Are we really that interesting?
I mean,
I am
in
curious.
the grand scheme of things, probably not, but in the current affairs of the world, well, it's more than nothing. It's
I am
I have
curious.
plans.
What do you know about me?
not much. I know you joined the Humming Cloaks quite some time ago. There's reports of a Corvus of your nature. I can't confirm it is you. It's just sightings of someone who originally travelled down by Favendel of way to Alvagrad. It might be you. I kind of, that's as far back as I can trace, and honestly, but your public record basically only begins with Favendel. Corvus by nature are extremely hard to actually get records of.
Indeed, especially the ones who still live in the civilizations.
Yes. A lot of the wandering tribes. It's spoken history, so it's nothing written down.
What do you think of our exploits? Since you've heard so much about us.
Well, you did very good work on Vrendenwell, stopping a Darakul uprising. Strong work. Uniting Starless and Prescient to fight against the Emperor of Ghouls is a noble cause.
Very stubborn
Was
about
that-
it.
Was that hidden information or no?
No, the summit of
I feel like that
Ojigir was massive.
No, we had a
Okay,
big summit where all of the leaders from all of the areas came together.
You
Okay,
think we could keep that
I
under
missed
wraps?
it. So
Yeah.
But,
Huh?
no.
the gritty business on Sinvale was well, you did
Gritty.
well, and then so protecting your home and Burton from a siege of undead. That's the stuff of legend, really. You've already gotten quite a name for yourself. And of course there's your little trip to Serok that isn't commonly talked about.
Wonder why.
Do you have many connections in Zerok then?
I don't. I don't like to deal myself in such brutal lands. There's a lot
Brutal
to be
squalor,
said for
it's okay.
Serok. Yes, it's
A horrible place.
it's
Horrible
an
place to go,
altruistic
to
notion
be.
of mine to try and help it on the right path, but there's only so much I can do. I'm one man.
Yeah.
But, Sithasa, where else have you been? You've been Sithasa. I don't know why you went, but I do know you did sail into Lake Hatspire. You were not seen to sail out of Lake Headspire. I can assume teleportation.
Yeah, teleportation is quite well.
We have to leave some mystery for people such as yourself to ponder on.
Exactly. It's like, I don't know. I always get a little bit giddy when I hear of your latest exploit.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, war in Casalia and Mantara Thea, it's exciting to an extent, but dropping a mountain on someone was obviously very, very exciting. That was a good read.
The magic was very impressive.
But no, I'm not much one for fiction. I like when I hear exploits of reality. And, well, you're making big waves. And, well,
You wouldn't think that
grim
based on our
business in
normal
Rindleton,
reception.
though. I will say that.
Hmm?
You had grim business in Rindleton.
It was
What
an
do you know about
unfortunate.
Riddleton?
I know your traveling companion was burnt by the court mage there.
To be fair, she deserved it.
Being around the place, Des, traveling around, is that common knowledge? of what
No one
happened
has
to Riddleton?
ever said that to you.
Yeah.
This dude is reciting shit you've done behind closed doors.
I'm
Yeah.
most curious as to how you found out that. You must have quite the extensive network and a very, if I may say so myself, a very, well, good collection of informants.
I do. I have a lot of
price so
I
deep.
have a lot of people that work for me, and they do so diligently and are well paid for their services. That court mage in Rindleton, she understands the law that she has to operate in. She had to report the execution. So, in the court of the king and Lord Rendell, and it's not talked about often because it was
Horrible.
well, delivering the king's
Awful.
justice is meant to be delivered by the king. So, acting in proxy of the king, say skirts the line of legality in Rindleton. But Impulse will
Just
do
too
that
much
to
of
you.
it.
But in
That is true. As you said, it was
Or,
nasty business.
Having issues with impulse control. Never.
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 Well, that is.
I could help clear that up for you if you want. I do have connections in
that's-
the court. I can't do anything about your relationship with the court mage, but perhaps your more public perception with Lord Rindle, I could smooth things over.
That would be a very kind offer, but I'm sure we'll make do. But thank you.
If you change your mind.
You are
I'm glad to
terrifyingly
hear-
well informed, though, to be.
I'm a terrifying individual, I'm told. Which is odd because I'm hardly buff.
No, but I believe there's more power and information than there are on muscles in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah,
True.
strength is not always physical.
No, and I do have a great many
It's often
strengths.
I do think the
I'm just glad that-
attire has to do something with it.
Yeah, the lion is good.
I'm just
Lion
glad that all
here.
of our exploits could be entertaining.
Sure.
Keep entertaining, and I won't have it. I won't have anything but praise to sing for you. You keep some quite dull affairs quite entertaining sometimes.
To be
The brass
honest, we
lung must
haven't
do sing
gotten
your
this kind
praise.
of.
That's
You wouldn't guess it. Just base it on our general exploits. Most of the time, people have no idea who the fuck we are. Or it's kind of negative.
I could see why it would be negative if you knew the right people. You did kill the King of Burton.
To be fair, we weren't. That wasn't really our fault.
That's also knowledge that isn't widespread.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just
Oh,
thought that as
Demoni's
well,
just
yeah.
absolutely just like he knows. Why pretend like he shouldn't know that or that we didn't?
He
do that?
hasn't. There is one big thing that he hasn't mentioned yet, which is I'm surprised he hasn't mentioned anything to do with. This is AJ talking, Des, by the way. Samael, any of our connection with Samael currently? I'm shocked. that
To
he
be fair,
hasn't.
we haven't really spoken about that to people. It's been us.
All of those things
Unless
also
he
knows,
happen
but-
quite in private as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
More
a lot of things
extensively
have been happening
private.
in private.
He knows enough to the point where he's tracking our teleportations, though.
Yeah.
If there are any instances where we've just magically disappeared off the road and came back a couple hours later, like,
Oh yeah.
I'm sure that's a big asterisk.
To be fair, that one, disappearing off the road and coming back a few hours later, was with Lord K, not with somebody else.
Well, either way.
You're all you're all impressive, and I'm just happy you came to Theon. I'm happy to meet you. It's like reading about meeting something you read about in a book. So, it's more entertaining than the usual day-to-day business, anyway. Of charting courses and paying people and collecting. It's running many businesses is many work.
It does seem like
Well,
it
I
would
have
be
to
quite
ask, do we-
taxing. Just have to keep track of.
I have a lot of people that handle the more taxing sides of it for me.
So
Do
what do
we
you enjoy?
What do I enjoy?
Sorry, AJ.
Well, I enjoy a good book. I enjoy good. Hey, Kate, welcome on in with your party of 7. How the hell are you?
Hello.
Hey.
What were
good
you
to have
guys up
you all
Enjoys
to?
a
here.
good raid.
The
How
raid.
you
Were you
doing?
doing something? You were just chatting. What were you just chatting about?
Hello,
Well,
hello.
but hello, Kate.
Currently
Welcome on
talking
in.
with a
Actually
guy
cooked a
who is
chicken.
We're
very,
talking-
very,
yeah,
very well informed.
The
about
party's
our
talking to someone who's
goings-on.
reciting shit back to them that they did behind closed doors as if public knowledge.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
concerning individual. He's scary.
But no, what I enjoyed to do is I enjoy getting out on my ship. The Maiden's Folly. You should see it in the harbour. It's one of the most magnificent ones. But yeah, sailing on the occasional thing. Gambling when the mood strikes, although I am terrible at it. I do have the money to lose though, so yeah, it's all right.
I mean, more what about them? What do you enjoy? Not the activities. What actually do you enjoy? You know far too much about us. You might as well do the fake.
What do I enjoy? Well, I enjoy learning things. I enjoy information. I enjoy being the most informed person in the room.
But why?
Definitely. About anything, any topic.
No, not what. Why?
Why? Well, information is power, as you said, and I come from a family where it's expected of me.
So then, does that mean that you then spit that information back out at your guest in order to establish that power with them since they're new to the city?
Well, I like showing a little bit of my hand. I couldn't say everything I know about you on the first pass. That would be rude.
Oh, that's fair. We are in public as well.
Yeah, in public. But I like to gauge if people are going to be friends or if they're going to be hiccups.
Do you think it's easy to tell that by what we've done or who we are?
I think it's easy to tell by your reaction to the information I just said.
Hmm.
Some people get quite upset when I say stuff about them, and then, well, when I have a problem, I have a man to fix it, and Garth is always around.
I mean, what's the point of causing a big to-do?
Exactly. You get it. Anyway, I can be a powerful ally for a great many people, but some people don't like it when you give them back their misgivings of what they have done.
What would you want us as
Sweat.
allies, though?
I don't know. Honestly, you're just like little things for me to collect right now. I'm just quite amused by your story.
Thank you for the honesty.
Level 18 and he finds us amusing. Wow.
What, have you never been somebody's little toy before?
No.
You're
Shut
about
up,
to be in
Jen.
an hour or so.
I can have 3 people brought to your room if you want, and we can have quite the to-do if you want.
I love it how I was saying it as AJ,
No, it's in
and it's
character.
just
It's been brought
No,
in
it's not.
character.
this is in character. This isn't. You fucks.
You just said the same voice.
No, I didn't.
You just said, this is in character. This isn't.
Nah.
Just
Nah,
now.
I switched to Merc. Bullying.
But if there's anything you want in the city, or anything you need, don't be shy. I'm more than welcome to help.
I'm a little nervous getting potentially indebted into someone who has the power to crush me under their thumb like I mean absolutely nothing to them.
Yeah, you don't mean nothing to me.
Oh, sorry. I mean basically nothing to them.
It would only be indebted if I hadn't offered it as a gift. I'm not so crass as to give a gift and then say you owe me something for it. Now, if you'd made a deal in exchange for something, then yes, you would be indebted. But
Well, I have made a few of those.
so I am aware.
To what extent? I'm curious.
To what extent? This is where I could tip my hat quite a bit, but
I'd like to know how well informed my continued playmates are.
well, let's just say I wouldn't want to decay any possible relationship between it, but I would be further remiss if I disintegrated it altogether.
Oh, you are very well informed.
I have eyes in more than just the material realm.
Just eyes or friends?
Well, they're not mutually exclusive.
No, but there is a distinction.
I find myself lacking in friends. They don't always serve me well, but eyes are always. And I shouldn't tell you that eyes are always important.
It's true. It's also quite hard to have friendships when there's a hierarchy involved.
True. Exactly.
Might be why.
Well, apart from a very few seldom times, I don't like to find myself underneath anyone.
I never said underneath. I was implying side by side, but that's another thing. I guess it depends on your preference. Personally, I'd like to shake things up a bit.
I'm always open to shaking.
Speaking
Your
of eyes, Des,
reputation does bring joy, Lady Samani. I have had a great many deal, and you do not disappoint.
Which one?
The reputation for a bit of chaos, a bit of fun.
Oh, it's all just good fun. But I wasn't just talking about the wordplay.
So, I say it again. Is there anything you need of me? Anything I can do for you to make your stay in Thiel nicer?
Well, I think you've already done a great deal, as it currently stands, of helping us. I would not want to impose on you further and ask for anything else. Most gracious what you've already done.
I want to tease him so badly. I'm not going to. But god damn it.
Don't tease the big, powerful man. He'll fucking kill us all.
He's fun to talk to. The next stage after fun to talk to is are they fun to tease with? And we already
He's
kind of started
dangerous
that
to
a little
talk
bit.
to.
Huh?
He's dangerous to talk to. We've
Oh, that's what
established
makes
that
it more
shit.
fun, silly.
No! Don't poke the bear.
That's a pretty hot bear.
And don't poke it.
Poke
Who
it.
all have I poked
Do
that
it.
isn't a bear?
Do it.
Callus in
Poke.
Merc.
Not that kind of bear.
Is there anyone watching us that is trying not to be noticed that is watching us? Like any of his people that are paying attention to us, invisible or visible or ethereal?
Roll me a perception.
That'll do. 16 plus 17 for
Number 70. There's definitely people
30.
outside of earshot that you feel are
Three.
probably watching Theobald to make sure nothing goes down or it looks like it's
Untoward.
turning aggressive. But like listening in on the conversation, they would be smarter than to listen in on his conversations.
cool. Awesome.
But, well, I do enjoy this. Very
I'm
few
having
people-
a lovely time.
I can tell. So, I hope not to make any of you uncomfortable. I do jest.
Is throwing our past exploits and like back at us supposed to make us more comfortable? 'Cause if so, I
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
because
think
that's not
quite-
the way to do it.
No,
at all.
definitely not. It's just I'd like to catch people on guard. A bit of surprise how it does a world of good. I mean, I could list off and prattle off great many different things, but I avoid the subjects that would upset you. Things that I think would be crass or, well, rude. Just because I know it doesn't mean I have to use it.
You can't show all your cards
Good.
on the first day.
No, but there is certain things, well, grim tidings I know, but I wouldn't want to talk about it because I don't want to upset you.
Anything that we don't know that you do that we should be aware of?
Well, that would be the sort of thing that would get you indebted if I was to start revealing
I
stuff.
see. So the offer of if we need anything only goes so far. Got it.
Well, there's a certain line when we cross pleasure into business.
Fair. Never know.
You never know. If there's anything of joy you wish to find in the city, I can facilitate that. And if there is information you wish to get or learn access to, that is when we can start talking business, if that is something you wish to do.
Potentially, I don't think I'm at liberty to make that decision on my own without having a nice little chat with my friends.
I say this with nothing but with positivity and kind energy. If you had just taken up my offer right there, I would have taken you for everything you owned.
Exactly. I'm a little bit smarter than that, please. I may have grown up on the street, but I have had education since then.
Yes, quite some education I should add to that.
Yeah.
But
I suppose it would be too much to ask that your network doesn't focus on us. It's a little uncomfortable knowing that, knowing that you're watching us.
yes, I'm just going to stop going to see my favorite play.
I figured it couldn't hurt to ask.
I appreciate it, but unfortunately, no. You are making waves, and well, yeah, it's fun. Fun to just be along for the ride. I've never interfered for what it's worth. That would be stupid. I don't want to mess with the plot. I just want to see how it plays out.
To,
yes, a great many times.
for better or worse for us.
It's dependent on my mood. I'd be a liar if I said that sometimes I haven't wanted to cause a little bit of chaos, but that's not how I operate.
To be fair, we've received much chaos already. I don't think you really need to add to it.
No, there's many times I've wanted to help, though. Many times you guys could have used help as well. But
We've been lacking in allies, to be fair.
that is something I have noticed. You do not exactly have among upstanding people. Actually, no, that's a lie. I have interfered. Not directly with you all. Well, more to do with Callus India's business.
I'm most curious now. What have you interfered with exactly?
And your good chum Trannon has blown himself around quite a many dangerous situation that I've had to make sure to steer him away from the most explosive path. Steer.
Well, thank you.
Why would you do that?
Cool.
I'm most curious.
Well, he's a shard of your god inside of him.
And that interests you to advance that particular goal?
It interests me because I don't want to see... I just feel like if he got lost to it, or if... I don't want a disappointing ending to this story, if you get me. If you die a glorious death, so be it, but if Trannon just stumbles and falls and drowns at the bottom of the sea, and you never find that shard again, well, then I'm going to be quite disappointed.
Of course. Can I insight check him this?
Yeah, you can.
I want to as well. I'm doing it too. Holy fuck.
That is... I don't have a modifier. That's cool. So it's a 19 flat.
23 for me.
I rolled natural 20 plus modifiers.
What's the modifier?
Yeah, nah.
We're not allowed
You know, I'm not going to
that.
say it
Too
out loud,
big.
but Viddy, because you asked, I'm going to tell you.
Can you sense
It's gonna be like
numbers?
69 or
Yeah.
some shit.
get the
Vinny,
name.
can you then tell us? There wasn't a rule,
Yeah.
but you couldn't tell us.
Okay, Vinny's told us. Sounds good. That is...
You feel like he is genuinely invested in the ongoings of the Kingfishers.
As characters, not people.
Of course.
Yeah, we are people in a story that he's watching, and he doesn't want it to end. He doesn't want the network to cancel this TV show.
I mean, he said that a mountain dropping on a bunch of people, killing them, was nice reading. He's a sociopath.
No, I think he's God.
Thank you for the interference then. Seems like I do owe you that.
You don't owe me anything. I didn't do it
Oh,
for
I know.
you. If I had wanted to charge you, I would have sent a bill.
Okay, don't. As fun as this is, do not offer to be in debt to somebody like this.
Oh, I wasn't. That was more polite tone of phrase, but...
Well, that doesn't matter. Have you?
Well, I'm not... Unless I am making a contract with some higher being that merely verbal words will...
I mean,
Enter me
if
into an
you wish to
unspoken
treat me as
agreement.
a higher being, by all means, but I assure you, cut me and I bleed.
I mean, I think you've got plenty of people doing that already, don't you?
Cutting me so I bleed.
Hey, Des.
No, treating you as a higher being.
Yeah. What's up, AJ?
Divine sense.
Nothing.
Cool. Awesome. He is just immortal then. Or, well, yeah, no, just immortal. Not
And it would-
celestial, not undead, not nothing.
It would make sense. As well, like, other than plot reasons. You did earlier talk about how magic comes from the old gods.
Yes.
It makes
That's
sense
not.
that you would want more.
That's
We would want more of it.
exactly. Well, I like my luxuries,
Exactly.
and well, I suppose the. And he looks very purposely at Casimir when he says this. The dying god is not going to exactly be a bad god to return. And he weighs his words when he says the dying god.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Could even say he would be a light to guide magic back into the world.
You really like playing around with these words, don't you?
You don't realize how boring my day today is normally. The amount of paperwork I
would've-
do, this is maybe like not even a percentage, like 1% of the fun I get. Like this is probably my fun for the next few months. I will fully saturate myself in this nonsense until I get enough of it.
See.
Well, do you have any burning questions from the exploits we've had?
It's true.
Not without entering into the realm of topics that may upset you. So no.
I'm okay with that at this point.
I don't know if all of you.
I'm not.
Exactly.
I mean,
And
we're
Merc
staying
is
at your
like
house if you want to
meeting
have a
his eyes as
conversation
she's
later.
saying this.
You are staying at my manor. See how that goes. As I said, I won't be there that much.
The offer's open. Maybe we can make a trade.
If you can give me information I do not already know about you all, I would be more than happy to trade.
No, not at all. That's not what I meant.
What did you mean? What sort of trade did you have in mind? I am a man of trade.
I mean, to get our actual first-person perspective or insight on anything that happened, you said that it would be potentially something negative that we didn't want.
Well,
You asked me a question, I asked you a question.
I may just have a
And I
reason
do
to stop
this to
by
get
my
to know my
house.
friends very often.
Sure. Tonight.
A way to get to know new friends.
Perhaps after we've been well in our cups, I plan on, well, it's titled Revelry. I do plan to revel in the coming hours.
Oh, I was very much hoping already to be half drunk and dancing my feet off by now, but this has been very fun as well.
This has been fun. Well, as he kind of stands up now and like fixes himself. I do have places to be. I do have deals to strike. I do have people to see. But this has been the highlight of my day. Thank you, Kingfishers.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hope it goes well.
As he just walks away.
I think it's so fucking funny that the people that Zamani has the most fun talking to are the ones that just piss Merc off like so much.
Yeah. Merc didn't have that formal of an education other than like church learning.
Neither did Zamani.
So she really hates it when people are more informed than her and they rub it in her face. That's what she hates. That's why she
that
hates
wasn't
manipulators.
necessarily rubbing it in. That was a test.
Yeah,
Zeph is like
same shit to
looking up
Merc.
from, like a little like thing that they're fiddling with and goes, yes, he really does know how to subtly flexes power.
Oh,
With his
very
audience.
subtle indeed. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody else
Alice.
feel threatened?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Most
yeah.
most of the best conversations have a threat somewhere in them.
Are you sure?
I do.
I
Strange,
think you're
though.
having the wrong conversations then.
I mean, I didn't say they couldn't be enjoyable threats.
It was a interesting conversation. Didn't expect. Fuck me, how? Didn't quite expect it to meet someone like that here, but
Me neither.
interesting.
Did you notice how he kept messing up on the timing for things? He spoke in a very first person when he was talking about the old world. And then he went back and he corrected it. Kind of consistently.
With a few things.
It's interesting.
Do you think there was someone that he was communicating with?
During the conversation just now.
Is possible.
Doubt
Potentially.
it.
I mean, telepathy
You
is
seemed like you knew the information off by heart.
I'm interested to see how it plays out.
Same.
Hmm.
And I mean, to be fair, with
Right.
someone who's that much wealth and that well connected, and is that good of a spy network or whatever it is, we'd be dead already. And obviously, we
Very
aren't so
true.
far. So, how much is there really to be worried about? If it
Well, I
happens, it
hope-
happens.
A lot.
Well, I hope you didn't leave anything too personal or too private back in the rooms because Goth is probably going through all our things and reporting it back.
I mean, to be fair,
Oh,
I
I'm
didn't leave
having
anything. Johnny has it.
And it's in my
He's having
home.
PTSD right now. So, for reference, in
What do you
the
mean,
last
AJ?
campaign,
What do you mean?
the
What do you mean?
agent of the Lysandros man also broke into the party's room and stole all of the diaries that I made them keep in character, and then what his name in that stage was Dax Lysandros spat back at them things that they had written in their journals.
I would like to point out the way that you worded that just now was that he went by Dax rather than it being a different person.
Mm,
I just want to point that.
I was very
that
careful
bit
with my
of
wording.
ruling.
Well,
yeah.
Intentional.
See,
about
No,
it,
mostly because I
would
didn't want
say.
to reveal his title, because that's what it is.
this is
Mm.
interesting because we kind of discussed this whole thing on the world-building stream. So if
For people who watch the Robo
Mm.
stream on Theo may know a little bit
this
about
has
this.
all been, this has already been talked about.
And this
Um,
is why I don't tune into the world building streams because I like the surprise.
Merc will
It was interesting.
stand and down the rest of her drink. Literally
Have a
just
good night. Be
straight
safe.
back
We're
in one.
staying. Do you know where we're staying now? You're very bad with directions. Are you going to be okay?
I'll look for the lions, like he said.
It'll be
Alright,
good.
I need
It's
to
in
go
the
get some
bougie
stress out.
district.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll see it lit
Mark's
up a
gonna go
mile
get some
away.
stress out for sure in a minute.
Mhm.
As the
fun,
I
something
man.
think
needs to
she's going
set.
to be more stressed. What do you mean?
Performance anxiety. Mark Castiel's
She's
main
a little virgin
nemesis.
having her
Yeah,
first
maybe.
rebound about a relationship she doesn't know if it's over yet. She's going to be even more stressed. What do you mean get stressed out?
Who knows what will happen?
This
But
is
you
gonna
see
be a
Merc just
very
take off
interesting
and-
conversation at the bar later.
Mhm.
You guys see her going because she's still got the sword on her, which means that she perpetually glows with moonlight.
Yeah.
So there's just this beacon of Merc just going across the city.
Oh, to be a fly on the wall.
I heard that.
Anyways. No, I said it out loud.
I hope she has a good night. I hope so.
don't know
Cruiser's
if I-
Cove rating with a party of 18. How the hell are you?
Hello.
No.
Welcome in.
How
welcome
are
Three
we
raids
doing?
You guys
say,
are
how
trying
are
a
we?
new.
You were doing Mutant Chronicles today, I want to say.
Yeah, I think so.
Tell us how it went. I want to know.
What,
The party just managed to have an interaction with a suspicious character who seemed to know everything of their journey up until this point. And the more concerning thing is,
yeah, he's
he
scary.
was no celestial, fey fiend, or undead.
Does as Samani, those kinds like that archetype of character, the like suave, sassy, knows way too much and can hold their own is my favorite to interact with as Samani.
Yeah, and you got another interaction with him when it gets to nighttime in his house tonight.
I can't wait. It's gonna be great. My only
I'm
regret
looking
is
forward to
that
it.
Donnie didn't get to be here as well.
So when's
Yeah.
that level 18 combat gonna hit us as well? Before dinner?
Stop it.
That
Let me
depends
have
on your
fun.
interaction with him.
Let me have fun.
True.
Stop it. Do not
Let-
wish that upon me.
let
Do not
me
curse
have
me in
fun.
such ways.
We haven't had
Please.
combat in a couple of sessions. Okay, I
Thank
mentioned roll
God.
dice.
Yeah.
You should
That's
have it
because the
next-
in the next 2 sessions.
The next time we have combat, it's gonna be some fucking 2.5 long session, 8-hour bullshit thing. We're like level 18.
Yeah, that's the best
It's gonna be. It's
That's
probably.
the worst part.
I'm tipping it's gonna be a trial. It's gonna be some form of trial from the synod. I reckon. That's my tip.
So,
No, I think
Um,
we're gonna go help farmers to deal with, like, I don't know, some kind of
Mercestial,
creature.
I will say, on most
Hmm.
of the merchants' shops you've passed by now, you start noticing a familiar symbol of a crown hanging off a dagger's tip, just etched into the building somewhere.
A crown off a dagger's tip.
A crown hanging off a dagger's tip. And here's what I'm going to say. You point that out to Donovan in confidence, and he will leave.
It's fair. I do take my bag back before Donovan leaves.
Righto.
Donnie doesn't get Betsy like that. Sorry.
Donnie doesn't like crowns and daggers. Fair enough.
So, it's at that point there, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Let the players get up, stretch their legs, figure out what the fuck just happened to them, and we'll see you shortly. See you in 5.
Well, that was fun.
There is a brief bit of buffer while everyone's cameras take a second to get locked back in with the browser source for some reason when we swap scenes, but that's
Love
okay. But welcome back. We're back from our quick little break as the party starts tearing through Thiel on a night of revelry. What all do you wish to do?
I mean, Zamani wants to go dancing.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the perfect
Cal's
place where
going
the
to let
place does come
Zamani.
alive.
Yeah, Cal's going to let Zamani choose where to go. Like, you know, she wants to have the fun night dancing. and
You're
stuff.
basically
She
at a
gets to
pool
choose.
party in the middle of a festival.
The one's like, fuck it, we're not gonna. You want to leave to go somewhere else just to come back? No,
Mhm.
we're here.
We all know where Mercastia's gone, and it's fade to black.
Yeah.
True, it does end in fade to black, but does it get like how? Because the way that AJ was kind of teasing at it, we don't know if things actually happen or not.
I mean, that's up to Mercastia.
The way
Things
that you were
happen.
talking about it, you like.
Ooh.
I don't know, like if you
Yeah.
wanted to play stuff out like before that or whatever.
No, I think Merc just goes there and
So she doesn't cry about her girlfriend with the girl that she's sleeping with to try to get over her girlfriend. Got it.
no, not yet.
Oh,
But
in
yeah,
the morning. Got
basically she goes
Yeah, yeah,
she goes to complete the deal, and then things happen. Fade to black.
So, Jen, some people want to romance the NPCs. In character, some want to romance the meta character.
It's not my thing.
Look, it wouldn't be immediate fade to black if it was you, for sure.
No, of course not. Because I mean, you approach, you got to knock on the door, you talk, you have a conversation. Like it's not just like, okay, cool, fucking. You know?
Mm.
Where's the foreplay?
My first time doing anything like that in D&D, all right? My first fade to
My
black in
first
D&D.
time doing anything like that in D&D was also at this table.
And it was with multiple people.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right.
In style.
It's in character.
Unless there's specific interactions you want to have with each other or with NPCs as the town comes to life, especially at night. You can dance, you
Is there
can drink,
anyone-
you can do whatever you so wish. Zeph, you were saying something.
Is there anyone that we recognize from other parts of the town? We
Here
haven't explored very much of it, but
in the Sirens, in the Satyr Serenade, I would say you would recognize. I'm gonna just go through the people you've met. Zephyr would be here, and Thalira Bennett would also be here.
Wait.
Not Thalassa, Thalira.
No.
The one that leaves the house.
Isn't Zephyr with me?
Oh yeah, she would be. Well, when that's done, she'd probably come back with Merc, is what I mean to say.
Okay,
didn't-
I was like, hang on,
No,
who
no,
am I with
I'm
then?
trying to see.
Merc just rocks up to her place. It's like, wait, where have you
Viridian's
gone?
there. Then
Yep.
you've not met them. You've not met them.
oh,
Dirk's
that would
not come to-
absolutely destroy Merc. Merc would go to like expecting things, and then it turns out they get ghosted by them.
Oh,
Yeah, bruh.
We spot them at the party. It's like Zephyr, what are you doing here?
Oh, no, because the first thing out of Zamani's mouth would have been over already. Oh.
But no, you guys haven't met too much other stuff from there, and you notice that you met probably not going to be in this high end of a part of town. But eventually, Mercestial will rejoin the party a few hours later,
How does Mercestial look?
heels in hand.
Fair.
Or does Mercestial go back to the party, or does she try and go find the manor?
Guess it depends on how long it takes.
That's a couple hours.
Yeah. I think if Zephyr is going back to the party, then Merc will join her.
Okay, so yeah,
But
everyone will eventually make their way to the party.
if the rest of the Kingfishers aren't at the party, then Merc will go to the manor, but because they're there.
How's Viridian looking?
Viridian's looking shocked by all she just learned of you all by sitting at that table.
Right.
She's like sitting there sipping the drink, like. So,
Who the fuck am I guiding around the city?
you're all kind of different.
So what all has the brass lungs actually said of us?
grass
interested
logs
in
in
that.
regards to the kingfishers. Success of Rendenwell. I heard that a long time ago. Kingfishers. There was some of the Vojakia stuff that got shouted about.
That was fun.
And then the undead army in Thinvale. I want to say that's it. You killed the king?
That's
Depends
actually
on
not
what
some
rumors.
public information.
Depends on what rumors you wish to believe.
Yeah.
So I just got told that's not public information, then what rumors you want to believe.
Precisely.
Both.
Well, he got better.
Cal, I think it's past that time now, to be fair.
I wasn't a part of that when that happened.
Okay. You're all very different than I thought you were going to be.
So we got put under a zombie blood curse, basically. And we weren't in charge of our own actions. Sent to kill a king. Turns out, this shit called Sapperstone, sex magic, that messed up their brain control thing, or whatever happened. Blood control? I don't know. Of course, like, we came to right after. And then we got sent to jail, and the only way that we could go out was to go on an odyssey to try to fix it. So,
This is a lot of information to take in. I'm sure she doesn't need to hear all of this, but
trying to read my facial expression throughout all of that.
I'm sure
Also-
she doesn't need to know all of this.
no, but she knows
Viridian-
enough, and I don't want her to go around potentially telling other people stuff that's not necessarily true.
Viridian, I hope this goes without saying, but what was discussed with Theobald is
Your landlord.
very private information that
You
we
all
wouldn't
killed
like
a
to be
kid.
spread.
You could end my life and my bakery. I'm not gonna fuck with that. No, thank you.
You have a beautiful bakery. Why would I ever do anything just to tarnish it?
You all killed the king. You could end my life and end my bakery.
I mean, most people
True.
around you could end your life, but yeah, you don't. I mean,
You all could end my life easily and end my bakery easily.
I wouldn't want to though.
That's a prince.
No.
My liege? My prince? My
Oh, yeah,
lord?
he's been a prince.
Not
Oh,
not
no.
not your prince.
My lord.
Prince of the-
Lord.
Prince
worry.
of the world
Entertaining.
below.
He's been a prince the whole time. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
alright.
Yes, sir.
It's just Cal.
I mean, my first interactions were literally telling him, "Shut up, you're rich. That's fine."
Yeah, that was funny.
And how far we've grown since then.
Yeah, now we fuck.
Now you just tell me to shut up, what? You know, all
Yeah.
that.
They also
Yeah,
have 13
that's because I
children.
realized that you don't have access to all of your money, so you're
That's
kind of
just-
rich by proxy.
How many drinks in is Samani by this stage?
4 or 5.
How many
drinks in-
Enough.
She's
How
yet
many
to have
drinks in is
one.
Viridian?
Yeah, like
she started
two.
this off with fucking fairy wine. What do you mean?
Are people
Merkel
up and
just
about dancing
grab-
at this stage?
Hmm?
Are people up and about dancing at this stage?
Yeah, there's a lot of noise.
Somebody's absolutely been
Zamani,
waiting for you to ask.
Yeah. Would you care for a dance?
Oh, finally. Yes.
Just also trying to get her away from talking.
Yeah.
I was wondering what all I would have to start spewing out of my mouth before you finally asked me to dance.
Oh, really? That was all it was it?
I mean, it was part of
Not
it.
the 4 drinks in you are.
No, never. You act like I've never drunk before.
Well, come on, let's make up
I
for
can't
lost
get it.
time.
She actually gives you like a
Sounds
big
funny.
goofy smile that she like only uses when she's like real drunk.
Yeah, yeah. Seen enough of that by this stage, though, to know
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, she's really gone tonight. Righto.
Just
Well,
milking
this is
Zeph,
still
and
this is still only 4 drinks of money. I fear 5 and 6 drinks of money.
Yeah.
no, don't do that. to
I just
Caroline.
hope she doesn't beg me for a double tap because it's
No, I'm
very
gonna beg you
difficult
for a
to say
single
no to her
tap
when she
right
gets
before
pouty.
I actually need it, so you can shut up.
I can't say no to that pout sometimes, though, Zeph.
I like our new friend. He's dangerous
So-
but fun to talk to.
So while the two of them go away dancing, Zev is like, "So, how was your evening?"
It was good. It was educational. A good way to finally relax. It's been a while since I've stopped doing anything. You know? That's not even a euphemism, Zeph. That's literally, it's been a while since I've just stopped.
Well, it seems it's been a while since any of you have stopped for anything.
Yeah. Yeah. 4 years and, 10 months or something?
It is very good to relax once in a while, but at the same time, you are going through quite a bit of turmoil at this time.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
So
I
was
don't
that it? No other details? It was just, oh, it was nice.
Well, I don't know. It was different being, so. What's the word? Vulnerable in front of someone.
Do I see Zephyra in the crowd?
Oh yeah, she's just dancing with a few people.
Cool.
Can I just motion for her to come over? If I could get her attention.
I love you, Zeph.
Why are you doing that?
Zeph,
Zeph,
Yeah,
why?
let's go. She comes over,
Zeph, why?
drink in hand. What's up?
Well, I'm trying to get a little bit of information on accounts to how your evening was, but McKester is not the best storyteller. So I was wondering if you could if you could inform us about how the evening actually
Oh
was.
no.
I mean, she's the arms to throw me around, but her finger work could use a bit of,
Yes, I know. We tried to make friendship bracelets.
That's not an issue.
That's not a euphemism.
It's not an issue.
Yeah.
I wish Zamani was still there.
I'm glad she's not.
Zamani just sees, from Dancing with the Cow, just looks over there, sees.
Oh my god, what can
Sarah
I?
at the
Prince
table.
over.
I mean, you can.
Hey, do you want to
You
have your
can.
dancing moment or do you want to have your tea moment? You got to choose.
You act like
can't
I
have
can
both.
only have one.
You can only have
I was
one.
gonna say.
No, I don't. I can have whatever I want. She's Zamani is a white girl wasted. What do you think?
Up to you.
You definitely. Yeah.
I
I
mean,
think that
you-
depends on
Zephyr,
how
did you-
distracting Cal's being.
no, she was. I mean, it's awkward. Like, I'm not going to give her a review here. Like, A for effort.
Damn.
Thanks. It was.
Oh.
Well, come on.
I
This is
enjoyed
a safe
myself.
Space. You don't need to, round your grades up. I know it was an effort, but it was just. If it was just perhaps just a B plus.
Oh, this is so awkward.
Oh.
I mean, she still has
Is
the
it
abs
always
to
like this?
lick off, so I'm not exactly frustrated. I got what I signed up for. Also,
Well, I suppose
like I
that's
said, you should
the
probably jump in the
case.
water. You still have some maple syrup on your self.
Oh yeah.
Round two.
It's funny, at this point, you see Mercasio wade waist deep in water.
Yeah.
While McKester was gone, Zephyr, I wanted to thank you for helping our friend take the mind off of things.
It's the pleasure is literally mine.
I understand, but well, I suppose that is the case.
I mean, it was an experience. I don't mind.
Have you met our new friend Viridian?
I know Viridian well. I've also
How well?
licked maple syrup off her abs, so.
You have abs.
Yeah, you
She's
see, you look at
massive.
Viridian and like the candlelight. She's got like an 8-pack. Viridian is like built.
Biddy, I told you the PayPal went through.
Oh yeah, I see. You paid for tier 3 premium. I see the glistening abs package.
Yeah, muscle mummies.
You know, these clothes are really quick drying. It's really good. I suppose I have to be being so close to water. Still impressive.
But Zephyr, what do you know about Theobald?
Oh, he's my landlord.
He's your landlord as well.
He's most people's landlord in town.
Does he
Sort of the
treat you
merchants
well?
anyway. Yeah. I mean, rates are fair.
Nothing to complain about?
I
Nothing
don't really see
strange
him.
happening?
If I say something's wrong with the shop, I send a letter to his offices, and someone within a day or two comes out to fix it. Sometimes same day, depending on the time you send it out.
I see. I suppose that is very good service then.
I think he owns Theobald Lysandris is the richest man in Theo.
We got that impression.
Yeah. He knows a lot.
He knows a little too much sometimes.
Always. Not sometimes, always.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, McKester, I think you've missed a spot.
Oh, fucking hell. It's in the fur as well. Wade back into the water. Start scrubbing.
That's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
But no, Theobald he's good. He's good. I have no issue with him.
Would you recommend going into business with them?
I don't. Well, I'm in business with him technically.
Understandably.
He's like, so the thing with Theobald, you get a really good rate on any shop you want to get. So like, I got the Storm's Eye for dirt. He just he takes a percentage of business. So he invests in people. He likes to put a lot of wealth back into the community. I think he owns, I can't remember, he worked out the math for me once. He owns like 15 or 20%. I don't know, I have an account person who works out all my money. And they just send the percentage profit to Theobald. And yeah, I got the building like for almost nothing at the start.
Well, I suppose that is a very good deal then. But anyways, I just wanted to know more about how McKester did in bed. But thank you very much.
Oh. Not dexterous, but strong and makes up for it. Honestly, I could just lay her down and look at her. It's enough.
I mean, she does give very good hugs.
She'd crack my back any day. I feel like I'm just standing here awkwardly now. Do you want me to leave?
Yeah, I do not know how to end this interaction because McKester is still washing off.
Yeah.
Just say end message as Merc walks back.
As she walks away, she kind of lingers, puts her hand on Mercestial. One thing though, honey. Next time, take the cloak off. She keeps going.
It stays on.
The cloak
It's
stays
a robe,
on.
I'll have you know.
Dear audience, just so that you know, it's a cloak covered in eyeballs. It's not just like a normal cloak.
It's horrific.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's a robe.
Is it a robe?
I think it is.
I'm pretty sure it's a robe.
That's
Doesn't make any
worse.
better.
That's way worse.
Oh yeah, it's
Robe
so
of
much
eyes. It's a robe.
worse. That's actually
100% a robe.
so much worse.
It's a robe of eyes.
That is
So the description,
disgusting.
No,
This robe
fuck the
is
description.
adorned
I'm gonna
with
put what it
eye-like
looks like in the
patterns.
stream topics in the Discord.
oh yeah.
Yes.
Here we go.
Is it
I'm ready
under
to
or
get
over the
cursed.
armor? That's a really good question.
the
It'd
eyes
have to be
move?
over.
No,
I thought the eyeballs moved.
They do. They do indeed.
I mean, that was a little bit of flavor that I.
There you
Oh, spicy. Oh, that's fucking sick. Yeah, they move and they make noise when they move. They go.
I hate it
Makes
here.
it slightly worse.
Slightly? Slightly.
Can you imagine it? Can you imagine just someone just wearing that when you're in bed? No, like no.
No,
I'm sorry.
not
That
sexy.
would freak
It's
the
like-
fuck out.
It's
Oh.
like
That is
someone
not
someone screwing you while wearing a Google Street View camera, but worse.
Okay, Jay.
Sorry,
I mean, am I wrong?
AJ?
Hi,
Is-
Dak.
is-
It's
is-
nice to see you. What a
Yeah, I'm
time to join into the stream. I'm so sorry.
Is
The
there a
beautiful
personal
moment I get
experience?
by
Hey, Dak,
saying that
Dak.
in character.
Just saying, you could clip that and then have it forever.
Look, you could.
Well,
So much worse.
yeah, it is. It is a sick robe, isn't it?
Hey, Andrea, yes. It's a good robe.
Is
that
it
one. Look,
I-
Bernie Emerald,
yes,
we also
but
know
then-
you subscribed when we did the Monster Manual Smasher Pass and you gave bits when we had a romance scene last time. So, just saying, we know the sort of content you're here for.
Yeah. I ain't apologizing for shit.
You smashed all the dragons, right?
Yeah, except the dragon turtle.
Good.
Yes.
Why not the dragon turtle?
Because it's a disappointment when you get through all the dragon lists. You're like, I get another dragon. Oh, it's a turtle. Doesn't even fly.
What's wrong with
Also,
turtles?
I can't.
What
I
is
can't
wrong with the
remember who-
dragon turtle? I'm sorry.
That's
Have
what
you
I'm
not
saying.
seen Avatar:
The-
The Last Airbender?
The
Okay,
level
I can't
of double
remember this is
standards
Here's the
during
thing:
the
if
Monster
someone says
Manual
to you you're
Smash
getting
and
a
Pass.
dragon, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, but it's a dragon turtle." It's like, "Oh, it's not actually like a dragon. It's a."
It eats ships. I'd fuck the shit out of it.
I'm
What do you
not
mean?
disappointed at all. It's just
No,
another
there's
kind of
better
dragon.
dragons. There's better
Look, I'm just
dragons.
saying, these two were the
No,
wrong
no, no.
ones to have on for the Monster Manual Smash
You
and Pass.
forgot.
No, I
you
agree.
forgot as well. You forgot another point in here though. Turtles breathe through their ass. A lot of them.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
want to
And?
suffocate a turtle.
We don't want to suffocate turtles. We're not around that. Like, come on.
I don't have those bits. Not a problem for me.
Yeah, exactly. It's a humanitarian
Exactly.
thing for me.
I don't want to suffocate turtles. That's what I'm saying.
That's fucked up. Okay, so
What are we doing?
Did you disappoint me? Did you save the Smasher Pass? Do you have a
The
document?
VOD
Can
is
I
up
see
there.
it?
No, we didn't
Did you
write them
save the
down.
VOD?
The
Did you
VOD.
save the VOD?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. If not, we'll have
Is
to
it
do
on
it
the VOD
again.
channel?
It might be. I don't know, but that's a topic that is taking us off right of the session. So back into it.
Back to the
I'd
party.
be willing to come to the next one.
Yeah.
You can do it when we do the Creature Codex or the Tome of Beasts.
Oh, I like that one. That's
Hell yeah.
good name, good title. I wasn't in this conversation or seen those happening, so
Yeah.
So how is Zamani's dancing Four Drinks In?
This is my
oh,
real
you're
form.
fucking
Yeah.
flawless. What do you mean? She's built of dex. She's nothing but dex and charisma.
Look,
She
probably
built
a
a con.
little bit sloppier than what it normally would
Yeah.
have been, but still flawless compared to most people out on the dance floor.
Say that
at the
again and
moment.
she will dip you.
I said nothing.
Now the real question should have been how is Calicindiers dancing?
Very
True.
formal.
Oh, fine.
Thank you.
Very
Except
formal.
when he twerks, he
Calicindia
looks like
is-
a cat about to get sick.
I,
Oh no! I saw that today.
Okay, I'm gonna get inspiration for that one.
Okay, that one deserves a clip. Come on now.
We need Donnie back.
Oh god.
We need someone to
That
hinge
is a
us
curse.
again.
Oh,
Dad,
true.
someone
Dad,
pick me up, I'm
Dad's
scared.
not here. Guys, Dad's not
scared.
here.
you
No
went to
one's
buy
in
milk.
We need
charge.
Dad back.
We're here to
We
be
need Dad back.
degenerates.
We need Dad back. I miss Dad. Dad, I miss you.
I need someone just like, I don't know, like a fan art and gif of that, of just Calicindia twerking like a cat.
Okay, I'm just adding a stream marker. I'll get to clipping that another time. Oh, that was a beautiful sentence, though. I never thought I'd say in D&D.
Thank you, Tony, by the way.
Thank you,
I
Daddy.
do what I can.
Thank you.
It's really the like
look-
the threats that you don't expect. Those are the
Mhm,
best ones.
mhm.
Like everyone, like we all know that. Oh, I'll stab you. It's D&D, of course, but I'll dip
yeah,
you.
yeah,
What are you gonna
that's
do?
unexpected.
You're gonna feel like a pretty princess, and I'm gonna top.
I mean, usual, yeah. Cal's just happy to be
Yeah.
involved this time.
Okay, a little bit off topic, but I have a quick question.
Okay.
Is it just in America that like all hotels have the cuck chair? Is this
No.
an international
America.
thing?
No, because
Depends on the hotel.
It is. It is. It is
hotels have
international.
the cup chair, yeah.
Yeah.
Define.
Yeah.
Is there a specific?
There's always
model
just a
of cup
single
chair you're
seat
looking
armchair
for?
in the
Because it's
corner
always-
that's facing the bed.
No,
Yeah.
there's always the chair in the corner facing the bed. It is the cuck chair.
Yep.
Every hotel I've ever been in has
I
a
hate
cock chair.
that you've said that now, but yeah.
Yeah, no.
I was just,
It's one of my favorite memes that has gone around is the cuck chair. I love it. It's so true though.
it is. It's always been.
So true. Every
So,
hotel has a
Back
cuck
to
chair.
the money and cow dancing before I keep taking us off rails.
I just
No,
wanted
look,
to know
Cal-
if the cuck chair was an international phenomenon, please.
Important questions that need to be answered on D&D. No, look, Cal is a very good dancer. Although formerly trained, he also has an 18 in Dex, so he's also built a Dex. So it's a very, very flawless dance between the two of them.
Hold on, dances are a dex thing here? I thought they were always a charisma thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Performance.
My charisma's better than my dex.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're talking
performance one, right?
about two warlocks.
Yeah.
Here's
Oh,
the thing, though.
that's
You also do need Dex though, in there.
Yeah,
And to
that's
be
why
fair,
AJ
Cal's an
can't dance
Itlaw.
and neither can Merc.
Mm,
Cal's also formally trained.
It's true.
yeah. Do you know how many boring dancing lessons he's had to take in his life? God damn it. Some respect.
Every now and then somebody's just like, loosen up.
I'm about as
It
nimble
takes
as a
me a while to
giraffe.
I'm not used to tavern dancing like this.
Too bad.
I'm just imagining that there's like goblin jazz or something in the background and Cal's ballroom
yeah.
dancing.
Yeah. Trying his best to just break out of it and be more relaxed.
The beat changes and then suddenly everybody like switches partners flawlessly like it's been choreographed.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Ballroom dancing.
So as your evening passes forward, unless people want to talk to anyone or talk to each other,
No, until we get back to the house.
okay.
Or get to the house.
Start
We haven't
making
been
your
there
way
yet.
back to the Tempest Embrace district, looking for the lions. Where could they be? Someone roll me an investigation check. Disadvantage if you're
Oh.
thoroughly sauced.
Hi. It's my day.
Can we
Are
all
you
make
thoroughly
one or just
sauced?
one person?
Of course I am.
Disadvantage.
Of course.
Yeah, Merc is very sauced, but she's still looking.
Can
Yeah.
also look.
Callie, I'll have a look
Come
at
on.
disadvantage with my plus 16.
Shut up.
Guess who rolled a total of 2 with a natural 1? Merc doesn't even know what a lion is.
Merc sees a kebab stand and she's gone. Merc sees-
Yes. I'll have you know
she
it's only a
sees-
plus
she-
14. Thank you very much.
19.
She sees the occasional Leonin and goes, "Oh,
19.
that's not
And
it.
cast into how much?
19.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, so you rolled a 6.
I rolled a 6. Actually, I rolled with advantage because I wouldn't say that Cal is thoroughly sourced. I'd say like he's had a bit, but he's not completely out of his head. And I rolled a 4 and a 6.
Understandable. So, Zamani and Calisine are the first ones to see as you get closer to the Tempest Embrace district, kind of looping back around the main kind of cathedral. What you saw, there's a couple like larger houses around it, and a lot of them are like you assume like priestly domains or like just like very devout followers. And then you see one that on where the front gates are, on each side of the gates that make up where they kind of like connect is 2 massive like gilded gold lions.
Is there still like people partying in the streets and stuff, or is it
Not
like
in the
a dead
Tempest
place?
Embrace district. There's people going to and from, but there's no like party area in the Tempest Embrace district.
Damani doesn't read the vibe then, and she's like kind of a little too loudly, drunkenly singing sea shanties that she learned today.
Oh, yeah. As you do, some of the Barneys will like as you walk past them, they'll like sing a line as you go past.
Yeah.
You can be loud as
Where
long
are
as you're
the
not causing
lions?
trouble.
Never.
I don't see the lions. That's a gate."
No, I think over there. I think over there I see one. If you look closely. Look closer. Right there.
Merc falls over.
No, it just like tips over.
Hits a cobblestone.
she
with
looks
the hoof
too
and just
closely at
eats
it.
shit. It's a cobblestone.
The Barneys in the background start like chuckling
Yeah,
and singing.
they start laughing.
Yeah.
Ow.
2 left hoofs.
It's been a while since I've drunk this much. All right,
As you
here we
guys
go.
get to the gate, though, you see it just starts opening. You see Garth pulls down
Hello.
his scarf.
Garth,
Oh, hi. Welcome back to the realm of the
hello
visible.
there.
I've been
You
around.
open the gate.
Well, yes, that's why I said the realm of the visible.
I hope you've had a pleasant enough evening tailing us.
It was interesting. I had not realized where Lady McCaskill had decided to go, so.
Right.
It's hard to be in two places at once.
Yes, I came back to
God,
the main
yeah.
party once I realized what was happening.
God,
Oh, I'm
pop
so
quiz.
sorry.
Pop
Yes.
quiz. How many drinks have I had this evening?
He starts counting. I think 7 or 8.
Wrong.
There also was the time I went to follow McCaskill, so you could have. How many?
9.
So I missed one. I do apologize.
Excellent work, Goth. Are you done for the evening then?
I'm never done. I'm always working. I'll be around. Mr.
Do you
Lysandros
sleep?
is- I do.
You can't work while you sleep.
I can meditate.
But there's an entire festival happening.
True. We can sing sea shanties.
Mr.
What's your
Lysandros
idea of
is inside
tea?
waiting for you.
Wait,
What's your
sorry,
idea
what
of
did he
fun, Garth?
Everybody started talking at the same time. What did you say?
Mr. Lysandros is inside waiting for you. I think you'll find him a better conversationalist than I.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna turn to Merc and just like pat her on the shoulder. Tap. Please.
Just don't drink any more after this, okay?
Yep. Tap.
Buh. Tap.
Thank you. Okay.
Don't
that's
drink
better.
any more.
All right.
I'm sorry, Will said I can't hear you. Look at you can hear harps and things when you walk inside. Oh, and just the money will like definitely like run off.
Rooms have been made.
We have a
for
meeting
you
in the morning.
East wing on the 2nd floor, if you wish to retire.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thanks.
Garth.
Go well. Your rooms are in your belongs in your rooms.
Thank you very
Perfect.
much, Goth. And as we're walking past, I palm a gold and a friendship bracelet.
He takes it and he just puts it in his pocket.
Merc will slip on the little booties that
Do
she's got.
Corvithel have like palms, or do they have like claw hands?
That's a great question.
They
Because I
have-
That is
feel
a very
like
good
would it
question.
have like people like palms? Like would they would have like
What, you
I
think
don't
their
know.
arms are also talons?
No, they have like
Maybe, I don't
it's
know.
like
He's
a
got
halfway.
those too. Those are his toe beans.
Like
They're more
he's
like
got
toe
talons
sticks.
on his feet, but it's like he's got longer fingernails that are like talon-like, but he would have like the kind of more like a humanoid
Like-
hand.
It's very excellent.
is it like the
knitting.
texture of like people hands, or is it like bird like feet kind of texture skin?
It's all keratin. It's all the same thing.
Well, I don't but it's different. Like asking like if a person's hands versus a dog paw, like that the skin is very different.
It's basically the same thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It
Let's just say it's a
absolutely
combo
is.
of the two.
And it's also just keratin. It's just like the composition of keratin. Your human fingernails are made the same thing as a rhinoceros horn. There's just more of it.
But also, like, a human hand is very different than like an elephant's skin. Like there's thickness and toughness. Like that's very different.
I've seen people
Yeah, I
with
think
elephant
Jen's
skin
talking-
before.
Right, I asked you not to bring my mother into the game, but we'll continue on.
Damn.
Multi.
I'm sorry, that's my bad.
I was just curious. I'm sorry.
Maybe a little bit rougher than like a human or an elf skin, but the Ravenfolk would be like, wouldn't be. Also, Zeph's kind of life experience of being fairly wilderness would be fairly calloused, I'd assume, anyway. Yeah. It'd be like a little rougher, but
Lots of spears, lots of bows.
It's interesting.
as you guys
That's
get
why I
in-
chucked my bag in a room, or just on the stairs. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, so as you get in, there's a grand staircase, and you can see there's like warm candlelight with like this like beautiful green carpeted area to the eastern side, and then the stairs go up and around. It's a lot of marble work in here. It's very fine craftsmanship. It's honestly, it's these houses inside. Calicindir, even for you, this rivals the Crystal Citadel. This is like old, fancy.
Right. Okay.
It's old
Bonnie lets
money.
out one of those long, low whistles, but I can't whistle, so you'll have to imagine it, or someone else can do it.
Mhm.
One of those, thank you.
One of those fancy things.
Yeah.
But the warm candlelight from the eastern wing is. Hey, see you, Tony. Thanks for staying around. Bye.
Take care. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Alright. Sleep well.
Get some rest,
But I do-
gamer.
I do want to go up to the room that Garth pointed out and see if all of my things are still there.
Yep, nothing
if
has been.
Bonnie
anything's been,
asks
like,
you if you
trifled
put
with.
her bag in their room.
Okay. Just
Thank
holds
you.
it out, kind of in front of him as he goes to the room.
Nobody trusts you at this point.
And as if nothing has been like. It literally your stuff was picked up, put down. It doesn't even look like when you open the top of it, everything is exactly how you had it laid in there.
Interesting. Tie everything back together.
I'll head up to the room as well and just tap myself to cleanse the drunkenness and then get ready to go to sleep, but not sleep just yet.
Okay. So who's going down to the foyer to speak to?
So it's absolutely. She didn't go upstairs. She's just wandering around, like
So,
exploring and looking
how
and
you
waiting
going?
for the
You see-
until she finds the guy.
He's in. You go to the foyer in the eastern wing. It's dead ahead. He's got this beautiful green carpeted area. The windows look out onto the waterfront,
Mhm.
and he's just sitting there in this same shade green with a golden lion on the back of it, house robe, just sitting down, rifling through, thumbing through a book.
You guys really got a thing for lions.
It's a sigil of my house.
It's interesting how we have lions over here and over there.
I mean, we have had humans over here, we had humans over there, we had pigeons, the scourge of humanity over here and over there. We have elves, we have had dwarves, most everything.
Is there anything unique to this side of the world that you've seen so far?
Some of the races of the world, yes. The Alisad, the Piney, the Arena.
Is there not a woad over there too?
There is.
Your world is different.
We had bear folk, we had lizard folk, we had different species. Not a word, but not the same. Man,
Yeah,
not
that's
the
fair.
same. Not sure how that works.
I don't know.
But
Interesting. It's
it's been
interesting.
a while since I've been home. You posed a fun night of questioning, so honestly, you're my guest. So first question goes to you. What would you like to ask?
That always has a billion questions, so you can go first.
What's for dinner?
What's for dinner? Dinner's already been served.
Oh,
Jeff, it's
We
like
ate
2
at
in the
the-
morning. And do you want something? I can get you something.
I would love something to snack on. Thank you. I need something to.
He just
soak
picks up a bell and rings it. See, one of the waiting staff at the house comes in, and he just whispers, and in a few moments, say maybe 20, 30 minutes, a platter of food we brought out with cheeses, grapes, nuts, dried meats, and a charcuterie
The
board.
charcuterie board.
Yeah.
So, other than dinner, Calazinda, would you like first question?
Of course. I am curious, when did we first come across your attention? I mean, obviously, you may have picked up rumors here and there, but what was it that
As a group or
first
individually?
came across your path?
Oh, both.
Individually.
Oh.
And as a group. Both.
Well, individually, Calazinda, the moment you came to the surface, I assume within a few days, I had heard of it. Stardust coming to the surface, that is curious.
Interesting.
Zamani, I can track that to an explosion in Serok.
Oh, you went way back.
Well, to be fair, it's when I first heard of you, it was a little after. It was when you first started doing work for the Lord of Decay, and then I traced back. I'd just like to see how far back I can find in your history, for example. I don't have many people in the world below to give me information, so that is difficult. Tried before, but heretics, a lot of them, would you believe it?
I would.
You sneezed the wrong way down there, you're a heretic.
Yeah.
And as for Zeph, when he joined up with you, that was the big one, and then I traced Zeph back.
How far back?
As I said, towards the mountains of Favendale, which I can't confirm if it was you. I assume it was.
Well, not many wingless Corvathir coming down the mountains
Yeah.
of Avondale, are there?
I'd hate for there to be another one. But yes, crossing between Mount Hondi and Favendale, then making your way southwest to Alvagrad. And it's actually where my biggest base of operations is currently out of Alvagrad, but I don't really spend much time there.
It's such a nice place here. You can see why.
It's home. So, I suppose my turn now. I don't want to spoil anything for myself. I know. What was inside here is Sphere. I know you went in.
That
I know
you
you
did?
came out.
Well, here I am.
Here you are.
Much old shit.
Now, to be completely honest with you, it is a starless... Well, not starless, I suppose an ancient temple of sorts. Had information there that I have since claimed, but things pertinent to the dying god.
Yes, the dying god. You can drop that now if you'd like, now that we're inside.
Maybe. But yes, that is, for the most part, what was in there. Old ruins and the like.
And a hand, at the very least.
And a hand. Yes, that is quite the development. It's good to have it back.
You take the hand you're dealt.
Sometimes you're dealt 3.
It's always nice to have a backup.
True.
Sure. Each of you may now have a question. This is fun.
Are you really not from the other side of the world? Because it seems like you are. You talk about it in the first person.
No, I'm not. I wish I was. I traced that back through my great grandfather. I've just read so much about it, and it's a point of pride for us. So,
Interesting.
Do you have... is there any more of your family at the moment in the Sandros?
2 sisters. Mother and father no longer with us. May the gods rest their souls.
Zeph, it's your turn.
Where did you get this cheese from?
That is an import from Ojikir.
I will have to visit again.
I can get you some for the road if you'd like.
Oh, that would be very nice, actually. It is a very nice hot cheese.
I have a few small wheels. All right. Let's think. How much should I tip my hat this early into the game? Let's make it smaller for now. Okay. So. What did you discuss with Samael in Serok?
Anything.
Hey, come on, I've not been vague.
Oh, no. I was just trying to figure out where to start. Samuel wanted an honest breakdown of where they thought we stacked up.
Your motives have been distinctly not anti-Samael since that meeting.
has.
It would make one infer, perhaps, that your course of tension has changed.
Sometimes people just need a bit of humanity.
Some people need a great deal of humanity, but yes.
Some have a lot
This
of
is
subtle
fun.
feelings. It's true.
It's all your turn.
Is it really just that this is an entertaining thing for you?
Completely.
Insight check.
This one gets an insight, but the last answer didn't.
No.
There's no point in me doing it. I don't think I can win. Based off that last roll.
Zeph is too distracted by the cheese.
It's true.
31.
31.
Ooh.
Seems quick and
Natural 20.
confident in the response.
Hmm.
Were you ever planning on making contact with us, or was it always you hoping that we would pass through Thiel at some point?
I don't actually have the facilities or time to go out of my way to find you. You're all very quickly on the move a lot of the time, so it is something I'd thought about many times, but by the time I got to Ariel or the like, it probably is.
So you visited.
No, I said by the time I get to Ariel. So you'd be gone. I'd
Oh,
love to.
You said got.
Oh, sorry, that was just me picking up probably wrong. I'd love to visit it, but I don't really get that far east. There's so much between Thiel, Avograd, and everything going on over this side of the world. Getting over there is it's time consuming, and time is money.
That's fair. I mean, you're clearly some sort of mage.
A sorcerer, correct.
Sorcerer. I don't think I've ever met many sorcerers.
Now you have.
Is it my turn?
It is.
How much information do you know about the proceedings that happened at Sansaro Manor?
I know that my beloved definitely no contended relationship with the Raha Shir attended. I know that Joaquin attended. And I know that the Inquisition attended and the Humming Cloaks. However, the mage that you had all employed, Zarina, their wards were too effective for me to spot any information inside.
I'd like to insight check this one as well. Oh,
There's no,
That's just
no
pure
reason
bullshit,
for me
isn't
to
it?
insight.
Yeah, that is good. 14.
Yeah, there's almost
That's
like
less
this
than that.
hint of like frustration that he doesn't have that information, but it's you feel like he's being as forthcoming as he wishes right now. Calicindia?
I'm thinking my next one. We can come back to it.
You can have two when I get back around to you. So,
I've had
Zeph, you
myself
leave me to go
wanting
think. What did you discuss in Sansaro Manor?
We never agreed to tell you everything.
No, but we're just doing questions for questions.
It's true. I find myself with curiosity and not sure how to word them in ways that benefit me. I'm
Well,
gonna blame that on the
Calicindia-
single tap so far.
Well, Calicindia, this was more of an event between you and Donovan. Do I have your permission to
What it
divulge
was?
information?
We discussed the future.
Boo.
To be fair, that was specifically cut off for people that we trusted as allies.
There was a reason those wards were so effective.
I mean, you cannot blame me for asking. Very rare
True.
does
Yeah,
a
of
thing
course
come
not.
into my line of sight that someone has hidden from me. With
We're
or
not
if
without.
I was in
them.
your position,
It was for trusted allies who could help us. So far, you could definitely help us. You could
I
definitely be
assure
an ally,
you the
but
Raha
trust.
Shir will never work with me.
Oh, I wonder why.
Conflicting business interests.
Of what nature?
We oftentimes step on each other's toes for political influence.
As in, you're also trying to collect things that can end the world, or
The Rahashir you're thinking of
Oh,
is
sorry.
Joaquin.
sorry, player
I-
words mixed.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I
That's
operate a small court, so to speak, of politically influential people. The Rahashir likes to also climb the social ladder and line their pockets while they do so. We have a bit of contested ground in that space.
For purely political reasons, or
Political, yes, it's rival organizations in profit and policy. Nothing ethical. We both do pretty much similar things when we do go about it. It's we're the biggest competitor when it comes to political influence. That being said, most of the members, I assume that's why Donovan's not with us anymore, is to report on it, but the Rahashir, the upper members, not the lower members, mind you. It's the upper members who would be at courts, like your Sahiri.
true. And what we're doing, any allies that we can trust is one that works well with us, not necessarily if they work well together.
But we can always see. Perhaps we discuss it when Donovan's back. I wouldn't want to get him in trouble with his organization. Although I do assure you, my court could always use more capable individuals.
Is that a job offer?
Could
How
be.
much
if
do you know about Donovan? I'm curious. If you're...
Let's not discuss that without him present.
That's fair.
That says a lot already.
I know of his parents' bakery. I know of the name Donovan Bailey in Rindleton. That's enough to say.
That is.
But Kelton, you have two questions.
You mentioned Trannon,
Yes.
and that how you've helped him.
Yes.
Interesting. So, by doing so, you know a great deal about what he holds.
I know he has a shard of
The mission he's on.
your dying god. I've mostly gotten him towards safe
I thought you
havens.
said we could
in-
drop the act.
It is a shard of your guiding light. I mostly make sure he ends up in the correct safe houses in Mantara Thea.
That's good.
He is on the move, but he does need to let off some steam with that shot. It appears.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I make sure he encounters, weak enough foes that it's not going to be dangerous for him to let off that steam.
Right.
And then the ones that I fear could pose actual threat, I steer away.
You have my thanks for that.
Well, I'm just an interested bystander.
Well, you're more than that, it seems.
I'm a very interested bystander. Zephyros, any dairy-related questions for me?
How does one make cheese?
I think there's some aging process with milk involved and separating it. I'm not actually too sure. I can get a book
So
for you
there
on
are
it.
things. So there are things you don't know.
I'm not very involved in the dairy market. You are correct.
Not really a whole lot of space for cows on an island like this.
Not that many. No.
Well, that means that there is a demand and a very short supply.
It's imported and heavily upcharged.
Yeah.
Can I send you two questions? Have you thought of a second? I'd like to keep
Quite.
us on even footing.
Oh, that is most fair of you.
I'm motivated by so much curiosity, yet not sure how
Yes.
exactly I want to word it.
Precisely. And I'm not sure as to how much you would be willing to give up.
Try
At
me.
least truthfully. I'm much better at lying to people than I am at telling if they're lying back to me, so.
Is what we're doing in any way advancing your own goals?
Directly, no. But indirectly, I'm making moves behind the scenes to make sure I profit off of your endeavors.
So would you say that you're mostly guided by profit then, in terms of your goals?
People are profit. So I like to make sure I get involved in profit. And yes, I am influence and profit. I am the richest man in Thiel, and, well, hopefully someday Quinthos. If not, I'm close already. I don't think I'm that far off.
I mean, this is definitely a pretty bougie house, to be fair.
I can't lay claim to that. See, the Firewalker's original travel, well, let's contest it, but I believe whether he pulled my own home, my family home, from it, and then kind of combined it, because the construction is slightly different, but it is still date back. But technically, I am the count of a region. I have a small little land called Revelry, back where the old side of the world was.
Count, right.
Can
Do
you
you-
guys
do you-
explain, please?
So the
Do you
previous
know-
campaign was called the Councilment.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that's
That's
what
the name of his
fucking
criminal
joke was,
organization. He was owned by the
look at
Count from his noble title.
Thank
Do you
Yep.
lament that you're never able to see the other side of the world?
Nice one.
Fucking stop.
Um, no, this is my home now. I don't know if Revelry still stands, and I'm sure by this stage, if it does, there's a new ruler or something, and Lysandra's name means perhaps little to it.
Well, I mean, there's always the chance that there could be Lysandros there still.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't have connections with that side of my family. If there is, and I don't know any of the names to do contact with them.
No one does.
No one does. That's the problem.
Not normally, no.
But I'm happy here. So that marks my turn.
Am I allowed to cash in my 2 daily questions?
You can cash in as many questions as you'd like, Zeph. I do enjoy the jovial ones.
How much do you know about the 2 brothers, Kelsia and Gramathia?
I know they. I know they started with the humming cloaks. They're very different. I know Gromith has become a lich. He worked for Samael. I know Kelsia currently resides in Ariel. He's an old friend, although not to this face. This face.
Then you have information on Gramathia that we do not have access to?
Or different faces.
Yes. To
That is
both.
2 questions from me.
Okay. I just want to know. What was Irazilic's last words to you?
These are fucking targeted, man.
It's funny, we've turned from slightly personal questions into deeply personal questions.
I
into
mean, I have
very
no
short
so
notice.
I have no idea what he said. That it's completely outside of my realm of eyes.
And no one here knows either.
No one else knows.
No one else knows.
It's true.
Figure that's okay. If it's it's a tough. I thought perhaps you would have shared it with your betrothed. I don't mean to upset. I was just curious.
No, of course not. And you do not upset. It would take a lot more than that.
He was an honourable man.
I've been traveling with Donovan for the past few months now. It takes a lot more than that.
I'm just curious. If you don't wish to answer, you don't have to answer.
Good.
You can always get a reroll.
I shall not. You can ask another question. You're more than welcome to ask another question. Take its place.
Do you want me to be less personal? Do you want me to be more jovial? More fun?
No, please, no. Ask whatever you want. That is just something I've kept to myself until now, and
It just means
keep
that
it
if we
way.
ask something that is too personal as well, that you now have a free pass.
I do.
One for one.
Trying to think of something. My brain is going to more personal questions, but
Feel free to ask them.
no, that's quite all right.
Just as we said.
So,
I mean, I am curious though. Why Irizelik's last words? Why is that of so much interest to you?
because I can imagine what the battle went like. I can imagine how it ended, seeing as you're standing and he's not.
It's fucking wild, to
I
be
am-
fair.
Curious in that case. If I answer this, will you be honest in your next question?
Depending on the
Completely honest.
question, I might.
Or if I do tell you his last words, will you be completely honest?
Well, Calicindia, if I'm quite forthright with you, I've told you I am a gambling man and I am very bad at gambling, and this would be a bad odd to take. But my curiosity oft gets the better of me.
Wonderful. What Irizelik said to me then is as follows. Boy, what is your name? We cannot comprehend these designs any more than a raindrop can comprehend the river. Do not trust the stars, for a million lights need not guide the way. Just one, and that one can be you where I was not. Should you look for the smallest glimmer, in even the darkest of times, my sweet nephew, please. Until the stars return.
That's beautiful.
It is.
All right, Zeph, a dairy question. I'll answer honestly. I jest. Calicindia, ask away.
Do you plan to use this information against us that you've hoarded?
Not in the slightest. I want to see you succeed.
Right. I suppose there was a follow-up to that, which is, do you plan to tell anyone this knowledge? Do you keep it to yourself, or do you sell it? As you said, profit is your motivation.
This information being Irizelik's final words, no.
I think anything in the conversation, to be
But
fair.
everything that you've collected
I
on
could
us,
be
as you have...
persuaded by most people for the right price, but I would hazard a guess that if I had told you someone was offering to buy information about you, you'd be willing to pay a hefty sum more for that information than they would be for the information I would give them. I like to bet where the money is, and I know the money is in the world below. I know your family has a great deal of it, and you'd probably be willing to pay much more just for the name of someone who approached me.
That is true. I'm glad that we have that understanding.
As I said, I can be a friend.
Or at least an ally. I'd like friends. Friends require trust, though, and also equal standing. Remember.
I don't have many friends, so yeah, that makes sense. Very few have equal standing.
That would be why. It's my turn.
Yours or Zeph's. I can answer personal or dairy-based questions.
Zeph, can I go first?
Of course, I've run out of dairy-based questions.
What do you know about vampires?
In which regard? To your side of the world's culture or my side of the world's culture?
I asked an open-ended question.
I know a great deal about the noble vampire houses, and I know a great deal about the vampire saint of undeath. I know he specifically, assumedly, either trapped one of the great noble house vampires to gain power of such a high-level vampire, or perhaps the original vampire or the cursed caster themselves. So that would either limit it to Malcio, Valenza, Sites, Tavis, one of the 7 noble houses. I don't know which, but he has to be high up on the hierarchy if he had drank the blood. To have such power, mind you, he did get sainted, so I don't quite know, but I imagine if the power of vampirism is with him and it came out so much in his sainthood, it has to be somewhat akin to that.
Well, that's no fun. I already knew all that.
I mean, if you let me dig through my books, I can find you my notes on the noble houses.
I mean, I was more interested. I was hoping you'd say, like, oh, yes, it turns out, yes, counts are also vampires, or something. I was just interested.
Counts are also, like me?
You, your family, I don't know.
I
You
would
said
love
noble
that. That would
houses,
be
and you-
so cool. I would love to be that. That would honestly be sick. Could you imagine?
I mean, we've only seen you at nighttime, to be fair.
Yeah, you also saw me under a gazebo in, well, dusk. But if you want to
I don't know how it works.
he literally pulls open a book, which is also Dad's just pulling open a book because I want to make sure I get all the names correct. Let me just go here. Where are you? That's before the church.
He's so fucking suspicious.
So
Oh,
I
yeah.
know that the 7 great noble houses are broken down into the 5 great houses and the Dishonored 2. You would have Sites, Valil, Lennox, Haster, and Zirius for the noble houses, and then you would have Imvin and Tavis for the Dishonored houses.
Which was the house that we met the head of?
Sites.
Sites. That is new.
I have a book on them.
Very cool. They're quite interesting.
They are. Vampires on the old world seem to be more interesting than ones on this world. Over here, they're all just fangs and spooky stories, but
And we don't have nearly as many.
I assure you, you probably do.
You're not in any kind of organized way,
I assure you, you probably do.
do we?
The Bloody Briar? Sam Hale's entire cult. Sam Hale's.
I mean, yeah, but it's not like as an established part of society type of a thing.
No, see, that's where the boring part comes from. The old world, it's a Feywild curse, the Vitrizian related. Oh, well, no, it could be the Encroaching Shadow. I don't know, it's a bit up for contention. No one knows exactly where Malcia got the power to curse Valenza. Other than Malcio, of course, but I don't know how to find Malcio. He doesn't frequent my spy network.
Yeah, somewhere in the Feywild.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Zeph?
You can also ask non-dairy based questions.
Yes, I was getting to that. For the sake of my organization, do you have a contact within the Humminglocks?
Yes.
Someone who feeds you information?
Yes.
And who might that be?
That would be stupid of me to tell you. No, I just, someone on the payroll. Few people on the payroll, but I have no issue with the Hummincloaks. You do good work. I believe I'm actually a silent backer in funding you as well. I've sent you on a great many expeditions. Not you personally, but I've sent a great many expedition towards the Hummincloak.
You have been supporting them from early on then?
Well, since, not me directly, but when my family got over here, they encouraged it. As I said, my largest base of operations is actually out of Arvigrad, although I'm never seen publicly in Arvigrad. Not like this.
It's fair. It's your turn.
Okay, it's my turn. This is... Who did I ask last? I can't remember my previous questions. This is so exciting.
They've been very Cal focused, to be fair.
They have been very careful. To be fair, I was about to reword one, and then Cal did accept the offer.
It's
I don't want to offend, but it is a blank part of my knowledge. But no, crass.
I mean, I can pass if I don't want it.
No, it's fine. What is all your exact relation with Anitari?
Complicated.
I'd imagine so.
Regretful.
Yes, he
Remorseful. Hopeful.
he's a dark fellow.
Wasn't
That
always.
he is.
A miss him.
He's one of the many misgivings of Serok.
Yes. Unfortunately, they are rather quite a disgusting place in what's happened there.
A disgusting goddess, if you ask me.
Both are correct. It does appear to be lately on, well, surface level up and up.
Yeah, there's reasons for that. But no,
Hmm.
I just... On a personal level, the one goddess I'd like to just have, bound, stop existing, doing their thing, all XYZ, 1, 2, 3.
One last round then. All of you can have one more question. I'll have one more.
I'd rather you go first.
Rather I go first.
Unless anyone else wants to.
If not Samael, why are you all still together hunting something? You're still very quick about your movements. Who's your
I'm
new
busy.
target?
Yes.
You just want me to. If you want to use
No,
your
I
question-
genuinely I want you to guess.
I think you already know the answer to that.
Which is why I
And
want
you
you to
just want us
guess.
to confirm what you think you already know.
There was a certain
And I would-
ship that sailed into the Zephykin Bay that I assume is your cause for concern.
So you're not going to guess, I guess.
Lizephican.
But why? So, why don't you tell me?
Here's a shard of their guiding light is my surface level guess.
It's a fair guess.
So it is a fair guess.
I like this game more.
I don't know. I know that there's weird goings on with the gods right now, but I'm not a holy man.
It's fair.
No,
Not too much. Not with the new gods. Not with the ascended. Firewalker, yes.
the firewall.
I pay attention to that. But your
Does
ascended
the
gods.
Firewalker have any opinions? No changes, but
The
to do
Firewalker would
with...
have to be around to have an opinion.
Isn't he?
I mean, he's out walking.
Exactly.
I've never seen the deity or spoke to the deity. He does not make public appearances. Great all that much.
I mean, no, like, speaker of the,
Well, nothing that would talk against Lizephican.
That's fair. I just assumed that the people here probably would have a more negative stance because of the whole, tempest, storms,
We let those ascended make play believe.
All right, I have my final question for you.
All right.
Do you have someone on the inside of the synod? Seafarer synod?
There's actually just Des checking.
The lines have blurred. It's just the PC
Yeah.
asking the DM's
You watch as Theobald pulls out a ledger and starts going, not them, not them, not them.
Not directly, but I do have underlings of some of the Synod members. To just keep me informed.
Of course. It's fair enough. Be surprised if you didn't.
It's a good question.
I'm very surprised by the questions that you asked today.
I'm mostly filling in blanks.
True, but wouldn't the biggest blank have to do with their motivations or their interactions? Or do you just fill in those by yourselves?
If I take away all my guesswork, it's not going to be fun to keep track of your journey.
I guess.
I'd rather know certain events that passed than to know why you did them.
Interesting. It's fair.
As I said, you're mostly just a fun thing for me. I mean that in no cruel or crass way, but
No, if we
I
can
just
be a
like
fun
fun.
thing, maybe you'll help out.
Well, I like to see your story go well.
Us too. Who knows what could happen if it goes badly?
I hope we give you a satisfying end to the story that you've been following.
I'm glad you finished that sentence. Otherwise, I might have had to take you up on the offer.
Ooh.
Zeph, you have a final question.
Do you know what's coming?
Do I know what's coming? That's incredibly vague.
You are speaking with us. It is not a vague question.
Do I know what's coming? I'm trying to think what you could be inferring to. Warmantar Thea, there's various small bits. No, I don't know what's coming. Not in what regards you've framed it.
Then perhaps next time, when we pick up this game again.
Perhaps next time. But
I look forward to the second round.
I don't.
why not?
I'm out of dated questions.
Maybe you can think of some on your next visit. No. I do have a great idea of what many things could be coming.
So now you have a real earworm for what we meant with that, though.
I feel like I probably know, but I don't want to give you too much cause for concern.
Oh. Trust me, at this stage, there's very little that could concern us. More than we already are.
I live in a state of concern 99.999% of the time. The only time where it's not is where I'm either unconscious and having dreams with my children, or I'm very wasted.
It's all right. I know a great many things that could be coming. I know a great many doomsday, a Samael of an emperor of ghouls, of what the regions of Osiris lose sleep over. I know what my good friend Ty Kinlock worries about. I know a great many deal.
What?
That's the lady
Out
of
of character,
despair
she
that
says
you
it.
met, Zamani.
Cool.
The Lord
Nice.
of Disintegrations.
Great.
Where she
Did
talked
I get her? Did she give me her name?
She told you Taya, I believe. She didn't say anything else.
Taya. I've only ever met one Taya.
I'm aware.
Same one.
Similar one. I know her in a different context than you do.
She gave me a very precious gift.
She deserved better.
I wanted to help her. I still do. I just don't think I can.
Cousin from another area cared very deeply for her.
She saved my life.
That's on brand. She tried to save a great many life once. She wasn't successful though.
Hopefully, we can give a better ending to that story.
Once you don't come across a dagger made of bone, you should be just fine.
Okay, this motherfucker stepped across the line there, Des.
What's that mean?
You know the saying of those devils among Osiris.
I actually haven't spent much time with them, to be fair. I'm always over here.
With one or two, but not many. Not many that have been
No,
reported anyway.
I mean, the ones I always spend time with are the ones at the tippy top. I'm very clearly not in the position to really be asking as many questions as I'd like.
Okay, I tilted my hat a lot with that last one. I'll give, you know what? One more question to a lot of you, and then I'm done. This is too much fun. One more, and then I'm gone.
What does the bone dagger mean?
There was a comrade
Full
of
explanation.
Taya Kinlock that they met their bitter end because of a bone dagger. A tiefling man by the name of Lucian.
Put some respect on that motherfucker. Put some respect on that name, Diz.
Another.
Would I know, like, I know out of character that I know that Taya's from the other side of the world. Would I wouldn't know that in character, though.
In
Would I?
character, you do know that, yeah. She said
I do.
that.
Oh, you're right. I'm pretty sure you lied to me earlier.
I probably did. I probably
very
lied to you a
rude of
few
you.
times tonight.
It's quite rude of you.
Yes.
It's not the point of the game.
Which lie is that?
What about not being from the other side of the world?
I'm not from the other side of the world.
She was.
She was, and now she is kept captive in Osiris.
Good. How the fuck does that kind of relationship get facilitated?
I have dealings in Osiris.
Well, that's a bit different. Having a business associate in Osiris versus, hey, I'm gonna go hang out in the deepest trophy room that I ever existed.
She saw it fit to reach out to me, actually, believe it or not.
She did have a habit of doing that.
Why?
There is, or was still, some Lysandros on the other side. I don't know anything of them.
That's another lie you've told then.
I have told a few. We said we'd ask questions. I never said I'd answer them all fully truthfully. I have to dance around some of them.
You don't. You
No,
really
but I
don't.
didn't lie. I don't know of the Lysandros. I don't know his name. I don't know his lineage. I don't know if they hold any weight in Extralvir. I don't even know if he's still there. All I know is Taya Kinlock came and said she was in love with another Lysandros man, and she learnt of me over here, and she wanted to warn me
Warn you.
of what's to come.
Say it.
You don't want me to,
Why not?
because then your great secret you're holding around with you is known by one more person.
You already
Yeah.
know it. What difference does that make?
You fear
It's
a
true.
dragon king.
It wasn't so hard.
Is that why you want us to win? So
I
we're
like to be on the
more than
winning
just
side.
little puppets to you.
No, but I do make bad gambling decisions, and this might be one of them. Maybe I
Right.
should be bowing down to a dragon the second he arrives, but I'd rather keep my businesses fully intact without a divine serpent.
I'm going to keep asking questions until you tell me to stop. Do you know anything that could help us?
That's very vague. Yes, I know a great many things that could help you, and most of it is therapy. Yes.
Okay.
Fuck.
Number one, I am no longer drunk enough for that. Rude. First of all. Number two, you know what I meant.
I do. I do know things that could help you. I know a great many things that could help you. I know a great many things on different realms of existence that could help you.
Do you think we're the best bet? Or do you think there's one better?
There's a very, very good bet in Osiris that could work, but it doesn't look like it would be a positive outcome for me. It could work, but I wouldn't like it.
Not anymore, will it?
A fellow by the name of Lucian, same fellow, has a plan. It's grim, but it could work. It's
More
something
grim
that
than
would...
turning the continent into undead beings in order to turn them into an army of people to fight a dragon?
Yes, quite. But for that plan, you'd have to go into Osiris. Looks a camera.
Dude,
Yeah,
Samani
fucking
is like actually like edge of her seat, like she's so fucking curious now. I know you like pulling people on a string. Come on, please, just a little bit more.
It would see a lot.
Do you have any means of...
She
Have
was about
you-
to answer a question.
No, I think it's Calasinda's turn there. Come on.
Oh,
Do
you
share.
Bitch.
Actually, no, it's first of all, it's Zeph's turn. Calasinda's had one, you've had one. Zeph.
Edging tease.
Am I allowed to pass my question on to my compatriots?
No.
No. Unfortunate. Where did you learn the information about the Dragon King from?
I learned
You
from
kind of
Taya
already.
Kinlock. She explained it to me. She was originally fighting against it when its name was the Horned Serpent. She was at Beck's when it appeared. It destroyed everything. She fought bravely. Her and the compatriots, what was the fellow's name? Alistair? And it was a long, stupid name. It was a really long, stupid one. I can't remember the full thing, but Alistair something.
How fucking dare you?
And Lucian and an odd Ugrim fellow, I don't know what his full name was, but they fought and they were trying to seal the Horned Serpent back away so it couldn't become the Dragon King, and they failed. They failed.
Still talk to her.
Not often. She reached out with the information. She wanted for her love of Lysandros to continue in some way, shape, or form. To let me know to prepare me.
Would you be interested in information? It's been updated.
If you have any, sure.
What would you like to trade?
I'm not that interested. If it's on tire, I can reach out. I have magic to send messages. I can get in contact.
You said earlier that you didn't know contacts. So there's another lie, you bitch.
I said I didn't know contacts. I didn't say myself in person couldn't get in contact, but it looks poor of me if I'm the one getting in contact.
Exactly. So why would you want to do that?
Because I don't know what you have. I don't know what
That's
to
true.
offer. I've already made a few stupid gambles tonight. I don't need to keep losing.
It's a great conversation.
Anyway, I believe I said one more question each. That's been one from you, one from Zeph, one from Callus India.
I didn't ask my last one. Zeph had it first, remember?
I'm in my cups. You must forgive me. Callus India, one more.
Of course. You mentioned this backup plan that this Lucian fellow had. Do you know what it is, or do you know of a way to get into contact with him?
And what is it? If you do know. Tacked right on the end there.
He intends to unleash all the regions of Osiris on the material realm to fight the Dragon King.
Well, that's stupid.
I mean, it's a winning fight, I assume.
I mean, there's a lot better plans.
True, but he is the sole keeper of a codex that allows free transportation for Infernals to make it onto the prime material, as they wish. In theory, he could open a portal in my room right here, and there's nothing I could do to stop him.
I don't like that. It's a horrible plan. There's many better ones.
True, but
There's many
he
better ones
feels
that could be
heavily
facilitated.
responsible. So.
Oh yes, and ending millions of lives will definitely fix that. And Dragon
Army
King
of
can't take over.
vampires,
There's no one
army
still
of
left alive.
devils. Army of something. You're going to need an army of something to fight an army of dragons.
Hmm.
I mean, you're
That
just
is-
betting on an army of elves and a god at their back.
We were betting on coalition of many gods together.
Yeah, it's just a different army.
True.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, your little Lord of Decay knows about this all. He's not said
oh,
a
of
word
course
to
he
you.
does. Oh, I don't doubt it.
Good questions. Very good
Thank you.
questions. Don't pout, Somali.
You can't stop me. I can pout as much as I want to.
You got so great many questions in there.
You cheated at the game.
Name how.
You lied.
I didn't
That-
directly lie. I
Yes, you did.
danced around the truth.
You lied. You lied. You know you did. Don't even try it like you didn't.
I definitely did have a few
Exactly.
falsities in my statements.
You betrayed the entire game. It was rude. And you
know,
should
I-
apologize.
I awaited for a dramatic reveal because all of the lies came to truth. You were welcome for the suspense.
You know what my life is. It's got enough suspense in it as it is.
It does, and it keeps me on the edge of my seat when I hear of it.
Do you really think I need any more?
No, but I just wanted to be a little bit of a jab of suspense. There's been so much. It's not been caused by me, which is unusual. And normally I'm the one causing suspense for people. So it's nice to be the one to cause a little bit of mischief. This is a town of trickery.
I hope you're left on a cliffhanger and it doesn't get resolved for weeks.
Rude.
Turnabout, fair play.
It's all right. Now that I've seen you, it'd be much easier to scry on you.
Fair. Although it's not like you weren't going to have seen us anyways since the moment we decided to come to the city.
No,
so.
but getting to know you personally like this, it does help a lot more.
I mean, that's fair. It's also not like we don't have things to help either identify or counteract scrying.
I know that one can see it. Well, that one up there.
Yeah.
But Kingfishers. It's been a pleasure. I don't know if we'll see each other ever again. I hope so.
I hope so too. Even though you lied at the game, it's your fun to talk to.
Name one lie that I didn't end up answering.
I didn't say that you didn't end up answering it. A lie is still a lie, even if you end up going take backsies at the end of it.
You all could have lied to. I have no way of knowing.
That's against the whole thing of the game.
Regardless, it's been a pleasure. And if this is the last meeting, I'm glad we got to have it.
If you do wish for assistance, or you do want help, or knowledge of ways to fight Les African, well, I'm not that far away.
Okay.
And he sits up and he gets himself out of his chair. I'm definitely not sleeping here. And he just clicks his fingers and he teleports away.
Yeah, the other side of the world is so far.
Interesting fellow.
What's that?
This is some very good cheese.
Is it
I haven't
cancer?
actually tried it yet. I was too
absolutely.
involved in the conversation. That's anyway, to start trying it.
We just obliterate the charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as you retire to
5
your
minutes.
rooms, you get ready for the following morning to discuss or deal with the synod. That's where we're going to end it
Yeah.
because 15 minutes is not nearly enough time to start something else.
No. I love how
Speedrun,
it's like,
let's
oh
go.
yeah, I think we'll get through day 2's like festivities.
No,
and
I
things
100%
and
just
everything.
delayed it because we don't have Donnie.
We don't have Nate.
It's
yeah.
true.
Yeah. Sorry.
I miss Dad.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We had degenerate behavior because he wasn't here. They had all
Mhm.
balances.
True.
We're going to best behavior next week.
Yeah,
when
true
we
that.
Sorry.
Oh, best behavior.
You can't pay me. No, sorry.
But if you liked what you saw today, please consider dropping a follow. We do appreciate it. And thank you for the people that did follow today. Does mean a lot to us. We're little growing guys. And if it's within your means to subscribe to the channel, that helps us a lot too. But if not, we just like having you here to watch.
We are 9 away from 700, just saying.
We are.
That's
we
Pog.
are what?
That's Big Gamer.
Oh,
wait, no.
650.
650.
We're 650.
Sorry,
Yeah, I was
660.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to do math. I'm sorry.
that's okay. We
Regardless,
do D&D
it's
every
still
week
big
and we
girl
still
math.
can't do maths. Girl math.
Girl
But
math.
Thanks so much.
I saw 651 and I was just like, number 1, 9, round up. Great.
Thanks so much for that, Jen. That's helpful.
I don't know how to do math. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's almost like we do semi-professional math here on a weekly basis when we have our dice, but only addition, which isn't involved in adding 651 and 9. See you next week, guys.
What do you think I hit
See
combat?
you guys.